In this first episode of our coverage from the 2025 U.S. Masters held in Reno, Nevada, you will hear from a motley collection of combatants representing their regions in the U.S. Masters.
Let's roll. This is Countercharge, your podcast for ranks, flanks, and kings of war. Join your hosts as they delve into the world of Panithor and bring you worldwide coverage of all things Kings of War.
Recording number 1 from the 2025 U.S. Masters, Friday afternoon.
Setup's pretty much done, it looks like.
Done for the most part. We're wrapping up the final touches, but pretty much everything's out. Streaming table's all set up. One thing nice about terrain is we're doing terrain maps. So it will be up to players at the start of their game to look at the terrain map.
Changing round to round?
Yeah. And then they'll set the terrain up.
This is the first Masters that I feel like everything just went to plan so far.
So far, knock on wood, right?
Dude, I had a business meeting at 10:30. And literally within an hour, I had the studio completely set up. And we tested all the mics, everything right out of the gate.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is somebody's with us.
Exactly. So that was nice. So we have, our internet's working really good. We have Matt Carmack's our tech guy. Him and Mike Rossi are going to be streaming, going to be going to our YouTube. So if you're listening to this and you missed it, just check out the Countercharge YouTube page. There'll be a stream for Saturday and a stream for Sunday. Yeah, so it's the calm before the storm. We had to move around a couple things. We had to move around some tables, but I feel like when we were getting this space, we weren't sure if we needed, this is like 3 ballrooms that can be partitioned are opened up. And we were like, well, do we want to get 2 and be tight? Or do we want to, pay extra and get the third? And we got the third, and I think it really made a good difference because I feel in looking in here, there's room in between each table. There's other tables for people just to sit and hang out. So I don't know what you feel, Rob. I feel like it's spacious in here.
It is a very well laid out room. Everything's got a purpose.
Yeah.
So to your point, you guys made a conscious effort to have space between each of the tables. Because a lot of times it's butt to butt with the mats. You actually have 2 feet in between each table.
So people can put their dice down, their army down. Right. So we were like,
it's a small thing, but it's a huge thing.
And that's really what we tried to do. We met for the first time to start planning this. We've been planning this Masters for over a year because we knew we were getting it before Mid-Atlantic hosted. And we were really we started by talking about what are the vision, mission, values of our tournament before we even organized anything. We wanted to talk about what is our goal, what type of experience do we want to create for our players, what makes sort of West tournaments unique. And we're a small community, but we pride ourselves on having attention to detail and to taking care of people. So that was our 2 main themes we wanted to bring into 2025 Masters is attention to detail and to have players feel like they have a complete holistic experience from coming in and leaving. I got to do a real big special shout out to the West community from Southern California, Britton and Cyle and Scott and Rashad and all of the Surge and Destroy guys, Reno, Nick, Blake, Ryan, Scott, all the Sean, this really was a region effort. And I think it does. It takes to run a tournament of this size. And you're a TO, Rob, you can't run something like this by yourself. Or you can, but it's probably not.
It won't be very good.
It won't be very good, right? So we've really tried to take it on as a group, and so far the Atlantis Casino has been really great working with us. A really nice casino. I like it because it's sort of off the Reno Strip, so it's not slam packed. It's spacious. I don't feel like I'm running into
It's people. Interesting because on one hand you're in a casino, so you come into it with some expectations or some assumptions, and yeah, it's a casino, but the other thing people sometimes forget is casinos are designed to cater to your every whim.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you guys had the room set up and then you wanted to make a pivot and add some small round tables for people to have lunch or some water. They were like, no problem. I mean, they even found you the exact size tables.
Yes. And they've been a pleasure to work with. We've been working with them. We sold out our hotel block twice. So they're very excited to have us here. I think Reno during the height of summer, I think this is probably a time of year they're happy to have.
Probably not a lot of people coming to Reno.
A big group of people.
And people are probably coming here when it's cold where they're coming from.
Yeah, and Reno is close to Tahoe, so skiing, this is a big winter destination. But they've been great to work with. Yeah, so we're getting everything set up, and now it's just going to be welcoming people. We're going to be having some Friday night firefights. They got some firefight tables. They got some dead zone set up. We got room for board games, and and just getting everything set up. And
we should just mention we're talking on Friday, but there was like 30 people here last night. Like there was a lot of people here 2 days before the event.
Yeah,
and a lot of people that weren't even necessarily with us here at the hotel, but that were already in Reno enjoying the Tahoe area and stuff.
Sure. I know a big group from the Northeast came and brought their partners, and they've been going to Tahoe and vacationing around the state, and that's one of the great things about, and I think it's on topic as we just released our first episode in our series about competitive play. That's one of the great things about tournaments, right? Is going to cities and places you've never been to. And going to good restaurants, going to local sightseeing, it's a fun part of traveling for tournaments.
I was just talking to my buddy Jeff from Memphis, and he was like, what do you enjoy about tournaments? I said the least enjoyable part's the games.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right?
That's true.
For me, the games are fine, but really, I'm here for the camaraderie and to meet people. That I've met before. And there's not been anybody here yet that I don't know, but I'm sure I saw that the names on the list. There's definitely some people that I don't know, and that's an unusual experience at this point. Because I was thinking about this. I've been playing Kings of War for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like at this point, know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's always a pleasure when I get to see somebody new or old friends. Dwayne.
Yeah.
Who,
Hobby Dwayne.
Yeah, Hobby Dwayne.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on our very first Army
weekend?
Challenge?
And I hadn't met him in person for the first time.
2016. Well, he has a funny story about you. We'll have to get him on. So, he was walking and he heard you talking. He's just like, Counter Troll, welcome to Counter Troll.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah. No, but his buddy Ian, right?
Yeah.
So I met Ian and Dwayne.
Good guy, yeah.
In person for the first time, maybe 2017.
Okay.
And then they came to TNT, I believe.
Uh-huh.
I think it was TNT. I can't remember. I'm old, man. But I know that there was an event where I came. Maybe that was the one, TNT, where I brought it, because Ian played Ogres. I brought my Ogres.
Yeah.
It's just super cool, man.
It is. Lots of new faces.
Good turnout, too. 100 players.
We had capped for a best of the rest 36. And in our mind there, 64 and 36, it's 100 players, right? And we felt in looking at what can we do, but what can we do well? And for our best of the rest, we didn't know. You never know. I mean, we understand Reno's, we're on a coast almost. So, but we ended up with, I think we have 30 people signed up for Best of the Rest, which for us, we're just ecstatic. We feel so privileged people have made the effort to come out here. We're running Best of the Rest. They're playing the same missions as Masters. Their awards are the same designed motif. There's not as many of them. So our goal was to make people playing in Best of the Rest feel just like as much a part of Masters as
it's the same experience.
Try to give them the same experience, quality of experience. Yeah.
And you got water in the room, which is always a bonus, right?
Yes.
I know in the past, like Adepticon, there was times where we didn't have water. Mm-hmm. Just a simple thing.
Yeah, so we got a couple of water jugs that they're taking care of.
First class is I guess the best way to describe it. First class.
Prestige worldwide, Rob.
First class.
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting. This is my first Masters that I've never that. I'm not playing, Britton's not playing, Kyle's not playing, because the three of us gave up our spots and we're going to be running the tournament.
So is the team going to be better off because of that?
Maybe, probably. I'm going to be really excited to just actually go around.
Yeah.
And look at people's armies more, because when we're playing in Masters, you're so you're hyper focused, and you're it's going to be cool to kind of just get up and look at people's rounds and see all of the stories and narratives that happen every Masters, to see them sort of see those stories materialize during the event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I really like the venue a lot. It's weird. Like I said, we're in a casino. but you don't even know you're in a casino. You can't hear the slot machines or anything.
No, and it's funny you say that, Rob, because I feel the same way. It feels like we're in a nice space that happens to have a casino in it.
Right. Well, we came in the back side of the hotel yesterday when we got here, and it's like we walked in. I was like, oh, ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good Lord. But like these rooms, the conference rooms, they're on a separate floor.
Yeah.
There's no slot machines on this floor.
Yeah.
It's just
There's no smoke. You know, you're not.
You're staying here, obviously.
Yeah.
Which room are you? Like which?
Sixth floor.
Sixth floor. I got the third floor.
Okay.
So I only have to come down one.
Nice.
And then right around the corner from here. It's really well.
See, our hope really in having it here is to begin to build a relationship with this hotel. And we're hoping that eventually we'll have a big enough tournament here in the West region that we will host it. We're hoping this is going to be the first of events that we host here at the Atlantis Casino, not the last.
Right.
And so far, all my expectations have been met. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. We'll always do, after every Masters, all the Masters chairs get together and we do a post-mortem plus Delta. What worked, what didn't work, what can we do better? So I'm going to look forward to that after this Masters when we all get together and we talk about, what worked, what did we like, what didn't work. Because I think that's like a driving factor of our community is how do we give people, our players, the best experience? Because in the end, Rob, we play a niche within a niche.
Yeah.
So how do we get people to Kings of War tournaments? I think the environment and community that we create is our best tool.
Once they're here, a lot of times people will enjoy it, right? Like, and they'll see that it's awesome. But you got to get people over sometimes the fear about, it's like super competitive. And maybe they've had bad experiences outside of Kings of War and like other game systems, but it's hard to get them there for the first one. If you could just, and like this would be a great one for a first timer, right?
Yeah.
And I know locally, some of Blake's crowd are players that don't travel to events. And so there's guys
for the Reno guys who would never make a Masters, and I say this not in any.
I took it the way you did.
I'm not poo-pooing in anyone's.
You're not hypothetical salad. Or
no, nothing. But this is going to be a great opportunity for our local West Region players who have never traveled to like a Lone Wolf or an Adepticon or a Masters who can take part in a tournament like this and be like, wow. This is what it's all about.
First class.
This is
Prestige worldwide.
Prestige worldwide. So,
it's fun too. Countercharge. You got the streaming stuff all set up, and
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that. It's been interesting because traditionally, I think it's going to be cool that we have two dedicated. I don't remember the last time we had two dedicated people. When we had it in Omaha, Matt was there, but did he?
I think he had people coming and going.
Right.
I think Grant Barnes has helped a lot.
Right.
So we have Mike and Matt, who are sort of are going to be our streamers, and they were on the matchup cast, and we're going to be we got that going. I'm looking forward to being able to maybe do a little bit more podcasting.
Yeah,
Than normally.
And we got 6 mics. We actually this is not like the Adepticon of old where we were pushed in the corner and like.
Yes.
Sitting on each other.
Yeah, no, we have a nice space back here. It's away from the action, so sound should be good.
Yeah.
And then usually, again, I'm playing in Masters, and I'm either like really happy or butthurt, depending on how bad Keith Randall has pushed it in. But this time I'm not playing, so I get to come over here and podcast with you throughout the weekend. So
yeah, well, I'm playing best of the rest.
Oh well, then that's true.
But you can.
Then I got to man the boat.
Yeah, and as long as you can remember to hit record, right?
Yeah.
That's always the bonus. Nothing worse than get it 5 minutes in or 10 minutes in, you lost some audio gold because we weren't rolling.
Seriously.
But yeah, I'm excited. There's already, we're 1 o'clock something on a Friday, and there's already 30 people in the room.
Yeah, the room's
already playing.
Yeah, room's starting to fill up.
Going.
People up, get some games going.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room, Tom Anus.
Yes. Those live streams, we did the best we could, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't feel that's a nut that's been fully solved yet, in that there's no efficient way to go through 32 tables.
No, it's a lot.
And even when we were keeping it to only like a couple of minutes per table. But
well, the only thing I could say is, when we did Kings of Memphis, which is a lot less tables.
Yeah.
Right? It's half. We just unveiled the matchups. We didn't really talk about the head-to-head because it's so subjective. It's like a lot of times
it's hard because
we might not know how well the player is with that specific army or in that matchup, and at that point you may or may not know all the I mean, you guys did have the scenarios, but
Yeah, and see, if it's one of those things where it's like if you read everyone's list, you have people go, "Oh man, this is too long," and then if you don't read everyone's list, you have the people who are like, "Oh man, I wanted you to hear you read my list."
Yeah.
But I think it came out good. To me, what's interesting is not so much looking at the matchups. I like to look at the metadata.
right, and that's where Trevor came in. Trevor,
Yes, thanks so much to Dyson Data. He had a if you haven't checked out his blog,
We need to get him at an event.
yeah.
Now he's from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and Robert Saubine from Milwaukee is here. I don't know why we couldn't get him to come with him. That would be pretty cool.
But that's what I like to look at. I like to look at who's taking what does that tell us, what armies, what drops, because Tom on Scrying Gems always says, Masters is a representation of what people think either is good or what they think is going to be good against what people think is good.
Right.
So people usually...
it's the Princess Bride scene.
Yeah. But usually people... I mean, not every, but most times people what they bring to Masters is very specific.
Right.
It's not just, I'll just pick something off the shelf and that's what I'm going to play this tournament.
Yeah.
They're bringing something specific. So it's going to be interesting to see. So that's what's interesting to me, because you never know. I mean, you can look at two lists against each other and try to guess who's going to win, but we roll dice, right? It's not chance.
I mean, it's still a
chance.
game of chance, right?
Right.
How fitting that we were in a casino.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I bet you if players want a casino dice, this might be the place to be able to buy some.
well, I would think so.
And maybe don't they have to? I mean, you're the craps expert last night.
Well, oh man, last night was hilarious. There was the craps table was just starting to die down at like 1:00 in the morning, and then the Omaha boys show up, and then we had basically half the craps table was full of just Kings of War players screaming their minds out because we got on one repeater heater, and too bad Shannon wasn't there. But a bunch of other people got their vacation paid for, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so now we're just going to hang out throughout the day. We're still finishing setting up. We're going to get people registered, get all their freebies passed out. And
how do we know the impact so far with the West Coast? I mean, how the local scene here, has it been a nice shot in the arm?
Yes, I think so. They've been really working as a team. Blake has had all his terrain goblins. And it really has been a team effort, and the team has really come together to make this happen. And my hope is that after this happens, it's going to be adrenaline shot.
Well, there's a lot of players that are local. I shouldn't say a lot. There are people that I met yesterday that don't travel. Maybe this will be the spark. They're like, holy crap, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and maybe they'll see that, oh, wow, this is cool. I think I want to start investing a little bit more time, a little bit more money, a little bit more energy.
Yeah. There's a lot of faces, too. Looking at the different rosters for the different regions, there's players that I've met before, maybe at Abyss or Ras or an Adepticon, that are on those teams. And it's like, there's been a real shakeup this year in terms of who's on the teams. And, in the West, it's obviously because a lot of the players that would normally be here are running the event, but...
Well, what I noticed in setting up the slides for the matchup cast, I was putting people's regions.
Yeah.
And I was looking first at just the table matchups. And there was a lot of table matchups that I read the name, and I was like, I don't know what region this person's from.
Yeah.
And so, whereas maybe a few years ago, those names were more solidified. So I think the game has now been around long enough that we've had cycles of players.
Yeah.
Who come and go and return and come back. And
we were talking about that last night. Then when we look around the room, we were like, in this room, half the people have been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
And half might have picked it up within the last year, right? So it's an interesting mix of old timers that transitioned from Warhammer with us into Kings of War, and then and new players that have found it's really weird too. I don't know if you picked up on this. I've been strange discussions with people where you'll meet these folks and they're like, oh, I didn't play any tabletop games before. Like, we're their first game. It's like just so.
That's always surprising to me.
How did you end up in Ranks of Flanks? That's like the barrier is so high.
That doesn't seem to be like my kid's first whatever. A mass combat rank and flank game doesn't seem to me likely to be my first miniatures game.
Yeah, you mean an MCP?
Yeah. Are you going to play a Warhammer just from the zeitgeist?
Yeah, you've heard it.
You heard it, right? Yeah. Are you going to play a smaller miniature game?
It's just funny. I just I'm always thinking like 4th edition's somewhere in the I won't say near future, but it's certainly coming, right?
Yes.
All right, how do we capitalize on that? Because we are the best Ranks and Flanks game out there.
Yes.
Right? And I think we have a great community.
Yes.
And it's just like, well, how do we build on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How do we support that? How do we continue to make that grow?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that fourth will be a good opportunity to again show the game to more people, get people involved, get people interested. I know that a lot of good work is going on that. I am playtesting it, so I can't talk to you about any of the details, but I will say that I'm having an awesome time working on it, and I know a lot of people are. So it
sounds like you're writing your mom a letter from camp. I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Here I
Wonderful.
am at Camp 4th Edition,
Exactly. Exactly. But I'm excited. What else? I was concerned about it. I don't know if you had these concerns, but like you're on the West Coast. Like, are people going to want to travel?
Oh, big.
When we had in Pacific Northwest, that was a big burden, right?
That's why for Best of the Rest, we wouldn't have been surprised if we had 10 people.
Well, I wonder how much of an impact, putting it in a place like Reno, which there is stuff to do.
I'm running it. Britain's running it. So I think there's some advantages, too, of being able to have the podcast as a platform to talk about it.
Yeah.
Britain's a well-known player on the RC, and I think the West, we've done our best to travel to other people's tournaments.
Well, you have to travel, period.
Right. But we've gone we've really made an effort to show up and go. And I think that we created some goodwill so that people know if they come to an event that we're running, that it's going to be it's going to be well put together. That's my hope. So I think that hopefully we had some people were on the fence and were like, okay, well, I trust these guys, so I'm going to go.
How many players for Best of Rest? 30?
They're just around 30.
Okay. Yeah. Do we know the mix? Is it mostly local? What's the mix?
It's a lot from outside.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool then.
Yeah, it's a lot of Best of the Rest people traveling from all over. A lot from the South are coming for Best of the Rest. Usually, Best of the Rest is fueled
like 50%,
and that is not what we have.
Yeah.
We have.
Well, you don't have.
We don't have that many
15
players.
extra players right here in Reno.
No, especially
most of them are they're probably either helping with the event or
they're playing it,
or they're playing in the Masters.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so we feel really just blessed that people have.
What's it like? Hashtag blessed. What is it?
Hashtag blessed.
Feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Hashtag blessed. So and so now the key is to just have a fun weekend. There's lots of great food options around here.
Mexican food was amazing last night.
Okay. Awesome. So I think it's so far everything. Knock on wood. So far everything is going great.
Yeah. What's the plan for tonight? A little relaxing, just get.
So we're gonna have some other games. So we're gonna have some Dead Zone. They already got Dead Zone set up. Gonna have some Firefight. We have some spaces set up for board games. I'm gonna try to get some Star Wars Unlimited games in with Big Dan Wright from Portland.
Yeah, that seems like every Adepticon you guys were doing that too.
So he brought some decks. I brought a deck. I think tonight too, I'm gonna take my lovely lady, the Dr. Stacy, out to dinner.
She's gonna take you. Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah,
but I know who wears the paint.
I wanna make sure that she's here. Getting to know everyone. So it's gonna get crazy over the weekend.
So let me ask you: is she nervous about it?
She is excited to meet everyone. I think it is overwhelming when you don't know anyone, and then all of a sudden you're introduced to 100 people.
Yeah. Also, she's coming into it like everybody knows you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not her world.
No.
Where you're like Mr. Popular,
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like, if you go to a restaurant, you don't normally know.
See 30 people.
That right? But when you walk into this place, this is your home, right? Like,
and she's like, she had dinner with us last night, and we're talking about, she doesn't know much about miniature wargaming, right? So there's that when you're at a tournament dinner, and you're being like, and you're talking about, oh, remember when so-and-so did such and such? But she's a really gregarious, outgoing person, and
so she must be excited about it, but nervous.
Yeah, and I just feel so lucky. I think everything happens for a reason. And when I was going through my divorce and I was feeling so lost and I didn't know like where I was going or what was going to happen, I feel so blessed that I went through that because it brought me to her.
Yeah.
So I just feel so.
Well, she had her own journey, right? And
she lost a husband to cancer. So both of us were able to understand that life does not always turn out how you think it's going to. And I think that was one of the things that we bonded on before is life sometimes throws you curveballs, and it's how you roll with those curveballs. And she has 2 great kids, Grant and Abigail, who are 6 and 9, who I absolutely love.
Are they with Grandma this weekend?
They're with Gigi with Grandma.
Yeah, okay.
This weekend. Grant's just starting to get interested in model painting, but him and I have been playing Pokemon cards a lot. He's been getting into gaming, and
I love the fact that you talk about the first aid station.
Okay, so we have set up, and this has been like one of my like wet dreams for like a long time, is I've always been painting at events, right?
Yep.
Never finishing anything. So, and I always think of like concerts have a first aid booth, right? Where you can go get whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let's set up an actual dedicated hobby space. So we have one, tons of paints, wet palettes, brushes, glue. How many times are you looking for glue at a tournament?
Oh my gosh.
You know, so we have a table in the corner with paints that I brought, but a whole bunch of stuff donated by Game Envy, which is just one of Rob's and I's favorite hobby companies, run by great guys. Their wet palette is my favorite wet palette. They gave us brushes and palettes, and we're going to give it all away after the weekend.
But not your paint, because you need.
No, the paint I'm taking back. But all of the supplies we're going to give away. And thank you again to Game Envy for that. We've talked with the owner of their company of getting them on to do a show, because it's a company that I really want to support. Some of the other players who are notoriously painting at the last moment is Garrett Mercier. So in doing that, I called Garrett ahead of time, and I was like, okay, Garrett, what are the paints you're using in your army so I can make sure that I got what you need?
Yeah.
So he's over there. We got a couple people taking painting.
Well, it was funny on one of the episodes, the community update one, where we had Matt was reading one of Jonathan Walk's comments, and Jonathan pointed out that it was on brand for him, that he does paint at the last minute.
Yeah.
A lot,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not getting better at it.
Awesome.
It's been fun setting up all that stuff, and interesting to have. Typically the heavy streamers are using OBS, but obviously we're not professional streamers, so we use StreamYard. But to have the two work together to kind of bootstrap an effective one that doesn't require a million. Like, who brought in the awning?
So that was Nick, and that we got to give all shout out to the Omaha guys, because that's what they used at.
I love it though, but his is classier.
Yeah,
it doesn't have a bunch of duct tape all over it.
No. So the idea is how we're doing the streaming table is instead of building a scaffolding apparatus, we essentially have the skeleton of a tent awning, just with no tent.
Yeah, and you just have a thing coming down the middle that grabs onto the.
And then it gives you lots of places to attach cameras.
You guys, first class, man.
Well, like I tell you,
you took the ideas from all your brethren, and you made them just like 10 times better.
Well, that was the thing, Rob. Like, we really tried to think about like, what are some cool ideas, and then we'll make it happen. One of the other things that was one of Britain's great ideas, we're using Mike Atkins tournament software, where you scan it's a
Google sheet basically,
QR
but it's all built in with just simple.
Yes.
Take a picture.
So everything here is color coded. Blue is for masters.
Green.
Pink is for best of the rest. So anytime.
Interesting. What was the thought process behind the colors?
I think that's what he had.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So pink and blue.
Yeah. So table numbers.
So you're trying to say masters is more masculine.
I guess. Well, I mean, no
no ill will.
No
intended.
ill will. No assumptions. There are more colors in the rainbow than just those two, but they were the two that we.
Well, together they make purple, which is a pretty sweet color.
So if you're best of the rest player, I go to this color. If you're a Masters player, I know I got to go to this color. So it's just trying to think, and that's why we started planning so early, because we were trying to. Oh yes, Mr. Tim Lone has printed me out some Masters widget sets.
Oh, for like a prize?
For the raffle table.
Nice.
Yeah,
those are great. Did you get the new ones with the cribbage board style on the top?
I got to look and see what I haven't seen him in the person.
Is it acrylic or is it just?
No, they're wood.
Got it.
And that's why when we started thinking and planning so early, we were trying to think about, okay, what are all the little tiny details?
Exciting times, man. A lot of new players
Big
here.
shout out to Matt Carmack, who's made the trip.
Matt and Mike Rossi both came out, and they're not playing or anything. They're just going to stream all weekend.
Yeah, they're just going to stream.
Though I kind of envy them. I like that.
You know what, Rob? I'm going to tell you something.
What, you got something to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually like, I thought I would be more sad about not playing, and I'm not sad at all.
You know what it is? When you're growing up, like, it's always better to throw the party than to go to the party.
Yeah.
Right? You go to the party and you get like, oh, it's awesome, it's fun.
Yeah.
But when you throw the party, 30 of your friends have fun.
Yeah. It is. There's something nice to be here, and not
better to be a giver than a taker,
and not be worried about anything to do with me other than I want people to have a good time.
Yeah,
and that's my number one priority, and that has been just like a really fun, something I didn't quite realize until like we were here, to feel that. So
yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to head back over to the TO booth, so answer any questions.
And when's check-in? Starts tomorrow morning?
No, we have early check-in tonight.
Early. Oh,
If people want to check in tonight, they can this afternoon.
Right.
And then we'll have check-in in the morning. We got some custom dice, so people can
Some
come grab
Chessex.
our good friends at Chessex.
Yeah, I love those guys. They're not expensive either, which is like...
No, I mean, in the scheme of things, you can get a big, compared to some of the other custom dice companies that will make
They're
custom
like
dice.
30 cents a die or something.
Oh, it's $400 or $500 for like a minimum to get. Whereas checks is for a couple $100, you can
get
get
a lot of dice,
you
yeah.
can get a good stack of dice. So
And plus, to be fair, I don't know about you, like a lot of times when you get dice at an event, you're not really using them. They're not. It's not what they're for. It's a souvenir, a memento.
yeah, it's a memento, and a grand you're getting two, so maybe those are the dice you roll nerve with that
Well,
weekend.
it depends on how they roll.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll know pretty quick. These babies got to go in the microwave.
Exactly. Got to give them the, and I have certain ones that have the symbols on the 6, some on the 1s, depending on who I want to give them to. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be back. This is our first of many recordings. Rob's going to be grabbing a lot of the some of the big personalities, big heavy hitters that are here this weekend. Mm-hmm. We have this room until 11 at night each night, so we'll be recording up until they.
The nice thing is the casino never sleeps.
Yeah.
So there's always places to go play board games or.
Totally.
Yeah. So we're joined by Mike Rossi at this point.
Hey, friends. How we doing?
Yeah. So you came in Sunday.
Yeah, we've been here for the week.
Well, just tell us about who you came with and kind of what you've been doing for the week, because it's now Friday. That's 5 days ago or whatever.
Freaking awesome. My wife and I and some friends, we're at a stage in our lives now where we can disappear for a couple days and leave the kids at home. And this is the first time we left them home for a whole week. And as far as we know, everything home is fine. But we ended up landing Sunday, and then we went to Yellowstone. We met Corey Reynolds and his family there. So it's me, my wife, and Corey Walliser, my hetero life mate. We ended up going down to Yosemite. We did Yosemite for a couple days, and then we came up. We did Emerald Bay, south of Lake Tahoe, and we did Lake Tahoe Forest. And so we've been just hiking around all week and hanging out at the Airbnb and playing games and eating food, and it has been amazing. So I don't know, I use the Masters now as an opportunity to travel and an excuse to travel to different parts of the country.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this started back when you guys did Nashville. Yeah.
27. That doesn't sound right.
2017 sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. But that was 8-9 years ago.
It was forever ago, right? But that was the first time that I had traveled far enough to game where I had to fly.
Yeah.
And I got it. I met Mark Cox and Ryan and you, and next thing you know, it's this is a giant.
And we're
community.
all still all those people you just mentioned are still here.
They're all still here, right?
Yeah.
Well, mostly, once again, it speaks to the community that we really like each other. And so, the first thing that happens when you roll into the hall after you haven't seen each other for the year is, how's your kids? How's your life? What's going on? I mean, I'll reach out to them on Messenger every once in a while over the course of the year. But so I don't know. I'm going to put a pitch in now. If you're not doing an extra day ahead of time or an extra day afterwards, when you roll into a tournament where you got to travel to, then you're cheating yourself. Take the extra day, figure out what's up at the place, enjoy your time, and outside off the table. Yeah, it's just awesome.
Funny, we just did an episode on getting into a tournament scene, organized play, and it's that's something we probably didn't hit on enough, which is when I go to the event, the least cool thing is playing the games.
Right.
It's my friends.
Right? That's what it is, right? I mean, it's. I keep talking about the social, not the social contract, but more like the social construct of people. It's hard to make friends when you're older, right? Unless you're making because you work, you go home. So unless you have your hobbies and those hobbies are filled with cool people, right? I don't know, man.
You're right.
One of the hallmarks of this hobby is the people that do it are really great people.
Yeah. So you guys had a hell of a week.
Oh, we did. It was awesome. Yeah, so there were times. I love hiking as it is, right?
Yeah.
But there were times when we would, I'm used to the East Coast, and the East Coast it's great in some ways, but it's small. It's small.
No, I've been in New Hampshire and Vermont. It's pretty fresh up there.
It's awesome.
Pretty awesome, right?
It's awesome. But here, even just driving to the park, we passed a sign. It was oh, you're at 8,000 feet sea level, and I'm well, that's 3,000 feet higher than New York, the highest point in New York, to start. Right.
Yeah.
So and then everything is just huge. And I felt, I don't know, I go out in the woods to feel mildly insignificant, kind of get the world. Yosemite was
amazing.
Amazing.
It was I've not been to Yosemite.
It's gorgeous.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, man. It was awesome. So again, for everyone out there who's listening, if you're going to a tournament, you're traveling, take the extra day, take an extra 2 days. Seriously, what do you got? Use the time off, man. Use it if you got it.
We drove, which was whatever. It's fine, but like, I wish we would have taken I didn't have the time for work, so we're plowing through. But man, if we would have taken the time, we literally drove through New Mexico, all the Navajo and Pablo stuff, and then you're going right by the Grand Canyon. We literally, within 15 minutes of the Grand Canyon, and Hoover Dam. Now, some of that stuff I've done, but like, it would have been a cool thing to like spend 3 or 4 days and just stopping off.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you hit Las Vegas, and then between Las Vegas and Reno, there's literally nothing.
Yeah, so
it's like an empty wasteland of desert. I don't know. It was but it was. But once we got to the mountains up by Reno, I guess those are the San Andreas. Is that what those are?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm not a geologist.
There it is. Somebody will correct us.
Correct. But it was amazing. You get up there. Now it's all brown, right? Which I wasn't used to, but like it was greener than Las Vegas.
Sure. It's hard not to. The interesting thing though too is when you're here, if you drive an hour in any direction, all of a sudden it's green, and it's a different type of green. Right, like around Lake Tahoe is like lush and green and piney, and it's just
a lot of water.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's amazing though. We drove through Carson City, and we went right next to Death Valley. It's like these are things that are on my bucket list to go to, but like we didn't have time. But I was like, damn, I didn't plan this right.
To be fair, Carson City is. If you drove through it, you saw it.
Okay,
I don't think.
What famous thing happened in Carson City? Did I don't know. Didn't somebody famous get shot and killed there? Buffalo Bill, maybe, or something?
Buddy, I don't know.
Okay. I thought you were the historian guy. I always listen to the history podcast.
Well, you've got to go ancient history.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
There it is.
So what's been going on with Unplugged Radio? You're like one a month, something like that?
One a month.
I think that's an achievable.
It is. And it's interesting because we're all like, I think between the three of us, I'm the one that I don't play very often because one of the things that we're victims of, the three of us, is we're victims of our own success, right? So like, John Van Oz moved out to Boston, and he can't find a Kings of War group there.
It's just him and Jonathan.
Well, yeah, right. And so there's a bunch of people playing Kill Team and all sorts. So he switched the games.
Yeah, you got to go where the players are.
And then like Greg just had. I mean, Greg, he's got young kids.
Yeah,
he's got little kids, right?
Yeah.
And so for him, it's
is he coming? He's coming to this.
Yeah,
though,
he's flying in tonight.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad to see. I haven't seen Greg in forever.
Yeah,
I miss those guys. And we don't have Jake Cherapika, but we got the next best thing.
I'll call him Jake over and over again just to make him mad. But I love Noah.
I think he's more handsome than Jake.
Ooh. It could be.
He's a better physique. He looks like he's living a healthier lifestyle.
That may be. The thing that I've noticed about, once again, victim of his own success, I think he's been promoted a couple of times. He's doing pretty good. But last time I saw him, he's there with his cardigan sweater and his slick over hair, glasses.
Jake.
Jake is very
he's the librarian,
very professorial right now.
Okay.
He might as well have the jacket with the little things.
The elbow pads.
Yeah. Right.
Jake's not going to listen to this, so it's fine, right?
Well, he might. I mean,
no, come on now. He doesn't play Kings of War, and much less is he going to listen to a Kings of War podcast.
That's right.
Unless somebody tells him that we're talking about.
Well, I did see. There was a fantastic Jake sighting at Orktown, so he does get.
How was Orktown this year?
It was fantastic.
Talk about that. The games are the least important part. You're not even playing this weekend.
No.
So talk to me about that decision.
I had the best tournament year I've ever had. I did really well with the Dwarves this year, and a lot of hordes of shield breakers, and to deal with the defense 6, and there's a lot of nerve. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that we were setting up the teams, and this was right. We had to set up the teams right around June. I'm sorry, a couple months back.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. The important thing is that we had the team set. Everybody had started making the travel plans, and Ray Shields, who finished above me, was like, you know what? I've had some changes. I think I can go. Do you mind if I go and the guy at the bottom drops? I said, well, we're not doing that. I said, I'm not gonna turn around and have a guy who is on the team.
Oh, so you had like a number 9 spot.
Yeah, who bought a ticket.
Right, he's already committed.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going no matter what because I'm heading out the week early to go do these parks and stuff. I said, take my spot. I'll just go do something else.
Yeah.
And I immediately turned around and reached out to Jeremy. I was like, dude, like I'm gonna be there not doing anything. So like, do you need an extra mic? Do you need like what?
Put you to work.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, right? And you got good pipes. A lot of people have commented on how.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
right.
They like your pipes.
I've done this a couple times for like UK Clash and a couple others. I'll call in and.
Did you go to the Vanguard GG this year?
I did not.
Okay, so I've heard Steve Hildrew came, made a splash, and now he's got a bunch of people going to the Kings.
So Steve went to Vanguard 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He went to
Orktown this year. Okay, so I'm completely off. Sorry,
Steve. You're off by a whole year.
You know what though? Steve doesn't care. Steve knows I don't remember nothing. I'm
That's
old.
all right. We got to hang out with him at. So we got an Airbnb.
Yeah.
We were there for like 4 days, and we hung out with him and Richard Lake. They were the most lovely human beings, man. And just we hung out and we got along like we were old friends. Like the Shambling Horde and those two dudes. It was awesome, right?
It's really cool though to have an American presence at Clash of Kings. It's funny to me when we look at like the difference between our scenes. Like our scene is substantially bigger, more people.
Sure.
But like we're so spread out that we're not ever going to get 250 people together in a facility. Like, you know, it costs too much.
Yeah, it is. It's too much.
And the venue to hold 250 players would be outrageous.
It would be bananas. Right.
And or we'd have to do it in the middle of nowhere and nobody would want to go because it's
also part of the problem. Yeah. You know.
It's just one of the negatives of our success, I guess.
Yes, in terms of it being such a giant geographic area. Yeah. But I mean, to backtrack on what you had asked, so I'll be doing the live streaming with Matt, and I was really glad because I don't know. This is my first time like doing this with Matt, and it's like, okay, you got to make sure that you get along and stuff. So we did the matchup cast, and that started 9:30 Eastern. And it ended at
You're a trooper.
Jesus.
Like literally, like it took. Okay, I don't know how it was for you, but we're driving, and it took me a couple sessions to even get through it because I was like, I like you guys, but I don't want to hear you guys talk for 3.5 hours. So I can't imagine you having to do it for 3. I mean, I can't imagine. I've been on them before, but
I am interested in the matchups as a construct. I think the Kings of War is not a gotcha game. It's not a list building game, but there are list archetypes that work well with certain scenarios, and you got to build the list correctly to deal with all the stuff, right? Knowing that the first round was stockpile actually made it better and easier to do.
For sure,
cast, right?
Yeah, you know what? I hate matchup casts in general. So we finally did one for my event this year. First time we've ever done one. And it was like, we really didn't talk about the matchups.
Right.
We just were like, okay, what armies are showing up?
See, that's what I would
and I think that's more interesting than, because I mean, me pontificating about two people that I know a little bit, but don't know how they play those armies. And I'm just like,
it's an uninformed opinion.
It's just like, and it doesn't really, I don't know.
What's your hot take?
Not as much interest in that. Like the fact that you have 12 dwarf players, like, okay, that's interesting. That everybody has Iron Guard, okay, that's interesting.
Right.
So,
that's a trend.
Yeah, we can hope it can go away at some point.
I agree.
It's not even about the fact that, you could argue one's under cross. It doesn't matter. Like, I just want to see variety on the table.
Right. If there are not multiple effective army builds within a list, then you might as well just give them one list.
It's only 4 o'clock. Is that right?
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 4 o'clock.
My iPad just updated.
Yeah.
It's 4. It does not feel like 4 o'clock.
Well, I would imagine it wouldn't. I mean, you've been on the road for
that's true.
30-something hours.
Well, last night,
time and space have no meaning right now.
Old man here, 9:30. They're like, I'm like, I will see you guys in the morning. It's 9 o'clock.
Right.
I'm gonna lay down.
I need 2 more cups of water. I'm gonna lie down for a bit. Oh, look, it's tomorrow.
It's
awesome.
it's 5 a.m.
Oh, shucks.
4:30. It's like a normal work day. Yeah, it's like but my schedule's back. I'm in mode now.
Pretty great.
I imagine you're ready for a fun time.
Yeah.
Are you guys streaming just Masters games?
I believe it's just table 1.
Yeah, they don't want to see the chumps and best of rest.
Well, you know what? To be honest, I actually would like. I know this is impossible because it's another level of stuff, right? But it'd be really cool to have a roving reporter, or at least if you're going to do, while the rest of the tournament is going on and there are results coming in. Oh, while you're watching
live.
table 1, table 2 with that matchup is over. This person beat this person. It looks like it's a this to this, and then start.
We did that sort of at San Antonio. You went to San Antonio.
I did. Yep.
So we had Patrick Allen and we had Matt doing the streaming.
Yep.
And we had Ronnie there, and we did a lot of I think that's next level.
That would be really cool. That's when I reached out to Jeremy. I thought that would be a thing that I could do. Is I could be a runner, right? And just be like, oh, this is going on over here.
Well, you have a phone. You could live stream.
Yeah, and that would work, right?
Yeah, and you could just go live on Facebook or YouTube or whatever you want to go.
So that's
not always a thing too. Or in between games, you could just catch up with people. Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel that you've been beat by Nathan Clevenger?
I don't know.
21-0.
Right. I don't know if I really want to go into somebody like, hey, Dustin Howard, right? Looks like you smashed another dude again, right?
So you saw the chat, right?
No.
That they all went to dinner, and the waitress, her way of signifying that this was that table is she put Hulk on the top of the receipt.
Every time I see that dude,
he's bigger and wider. Can't get my arms around.
I don't understand it. He's going to be 6 by 6 by 6.
What do you think of the venue?
It's awesome. I forgot how stinky casinos are. So I walked in and on the first floor. I was like, this smells like cigarettes. I hate that.
This is the only establishment in the last 25 years that I've been in that has smoking.
I know in Vegas they have. The last time I was there, they had smoking rooms.
Right.
So
and this is the opposite. They have non-smoking.
Yeah, exactly, upstairs. So, but
Yeah, it was weird because I didn't know that. And I came in as, why is my head a little tingly?
Yeah.
Like the nicotine floating in the air. So, I mean, I used to be a smoker like 30 years ago. And it's like...
I see you as the kind of guy in college who would have one as you're drinking. And
yeah, but I'm obsessive compulsive, so eventually you just like, I'm a full-on addict to
Oh,
cigarettes.
okay, good. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. No, I mean, you quit. You grow up and you're like,
I'm not
I
doing
can
this
be dead in 10 years, or I could just maybe save the $15 a day that you're
Or I could
wasting
not do this.
and just not do this.
Right.
I mean, it's funny how in life that is a thing, right? Like, it's harder for some people to not do the thing.
Yeah. Well, you have to replace it with something else.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to, at least for people with that drive and that, right, you have to point that laser at something else in order to fill the
Fidget spinners are all the rage, man. You know,
God, right.
whatever, poppets and all the stuff that the kids have these days.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the venue's really nice.
Yeah.
My wife is here. This is the first time that she's been to a tournament that wasn't like the local.
Now, I gotta ask, is your wife taller than you?
No.
Okay.
But only, I got her by like an inch and a half.
Okay, all right.
That's it. It's not hard.
Okay.
Right? But my wife's a murderer. She's awesome.
Is she into jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, she does that. She's got belts in that. She's got belts in karate.
It's funny that I think that's a thing, right? Like I work with a guy that was into judo.
Yeah.
And like, of course, he married somebody that was into judo. Like,
Sure.
If you're, it's like I guess it's like anything in life. If you have hobbies, it's
right.
What makes sense.
You attract good people, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was lucky because we were friends before we were.
So what year did you meet her originally?
Oh boy, so this would be 2012.
Okay.
20.
So you were older and already out of college and everything.
Yeah.
It's just funny the serendipity sometimes,
right?
So I'm excited about this weekend, though. I think
it's gonna be
a lot of fun. I really appreciate all the effort that the West has put into little things like just the room itself. Number one, they could have crammed us into maybe 2/3 this space.
Yeah,
they went, no, we're going to give more space.
Good.
So there's space between all the tables.
I love it.
There's little places to have lunch or drinks and demo games and places. I mean, the paint station.
That's great.
Yeah, like being able to fix your army with glue and tools and again, huge shout out to Game Envy that's provided a lot of those materials.
Yeah, it's really good of them.
Yeah.
It's the amount of effort that goes into putting on a good production like this. People don't understand it until they go to do it.
Yeah. Do you ever have the itch though to do it? I'm just curious. To do this.
To run Masters?
To run a Masters. Do you have the itch?
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
The downside, we have two problems. The first is if you want to go to the Northeast anywhere where you want to be, it's expensive.
And in summertime, it's weddings.
And in the summertime, you can't beat the wedding venues and all the other stuff, right? So when we ran it in February, we were lucky. We were a run of the place.
Yeah.
And we did the best that we could. And I still think we did a great job. The other side of it, too, is I don't know. Okay, here's the tagline that I hear everybody on Fourth Ed's coming. And the tagline is people who I think know are like, it's sooner than you think. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, right? Does that mean that like in 3 months it's going to be out? Or in my mind, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
You let out before Christmas and then you get a little bang and you call it a day. But I don't know if that's what they're doing. And maybe if with the new, depending on when it comes out, you want to give it a year after it comes out before you have a Masters, right? And maybe that makes 18 months make sense.
It probably doesn't make sense to play 4th edition next summer. Geez, even if it came out in the fall, it's a complete reset of the game.
Right.
But then you also have all the feeding tournaments that are providing it's a mess. We've been through this twice with second going to third, and then third going a little less, but third going to 3.5.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's always and even Clash of Kings, like when they had the one where they took out Twilight King for a year.
Right.
Like that's that
is a giant change.
It's a giant change.
Like,
yeah.
Here, we're just going to do this to you 3 months before Masters starts. Good luck.
It'd be interesting for us to poll the community and just hear from them what we should do. Well, it's hard to really know what to do because you don't really know.
Because you know what's happening.
Well, they're not going to tell us.
No,
because they don't want to stop sales.
Well, and they shouldn't. And listen, I know that that was an argument in the GW days where it's like you would invest in an army and 2 weeks later they'd be like, it all sucks and here's your new book and I didn't tell anybody and it's all secret.
Yeah.
And I understand. I hated that. But
from a business perspective, it makes financial sense.
But there's a lot of people now that are like, I'm not going to get invested in Kings of War until 4th comes out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, so hopefully the hope would be within the next. Here's my hope, and Ronnie is listening, I'm sure.
Sure, he listens to you.
Bated breath.
He'll listen to me.
So I'm hoping that by September or by Clash of Kings UK,
right,
they just tell us
this is happening.
Q1, whatever. Like, give us a window. So, because right now it's all speculation. Some people are like, it's going to come in September to replace the Clash of Kings book.
Right.
Maybe.
I always want them to take more time.
I want to be Q1 would be nice.
Right.
Q2. Like, take the time, play test the hell out of it, because it's an important year. If they the bed, it's not good. Because, I mean, right now, that is holding some people back from jumping in because it's a new rule set.
I think so.
And I get that. We're playing 3.5. 3.5 is long in the tooth.
Yeah.
And there are things that need to be corrected.
Agreed.
To help the current player base continue.
Okay.
But at the same time, you have to find new ways to invigorate and stimulate people that are on the outside looking in to come in and play.
Yeah, you do.
Because we're not, I don't know about your area, but we see a few new players, but we're not seeing the growth that other game systems are having.
The thing that I've noticed, though, is that the people that come to this game, the growth has a better staying phase. It's
a retention thing.
It is. Actually, we retain better, I think, than others. It's like, I don't know, man, the old world. People go back to the old world to crack their minis out. They play that 3 times.
I don't even see old world where we're at. I know they sell the models, but I don't see anybody playing old world. I'm not trying to say that means it doesn't exist. It probably does.
Right.
But, like, realistically, in our store, the only Ranks and Flanks game that I see is Kings of War.
Sure.
They sell a lot of Song of Ice and Fire models. But,
But who's playing at the store? I mean,
nobody, that I know.
Weird,
and, but this is our opportunity. Cool Mini is in financial distress would be the nicest thing to say.
It is.
Right? They've laid off all their talent, and they're not going to develop anything new.
Which makes no sense to me. I don't understand. This is why I'm so glad that I don't own my own company, because I don't understand how a company a year ago, I'm like, they got life by the nuts. Look at these guys. They got it figured out. Next thing you know, everything goes on.
Well, it's all leverage.
One bad decision.
It's leverage, right? So at first you're like, one Kickstarter pays for one Kickstarter.
Right.
Now, 2 Kickstarters pay for, you know what I mean? Like, so now they've got 9 outstanding Kickstarters.
Ponzi schemes are us.
Well, you think about it, it is a little bit like that, because you're offering the moon.
Right.
And I'm sure that costs a lot of money.
Sure.
And, I don't know. I can't speak for them, but they're not in an envious position. And we're not in a very great economic, from a gaming standpoint, and look at Diamond Comics.
Yeah.
I mean, I
have to tell you, in a world where importing things from other countries is going to end up being a problem, I really love the fact that we have 3D printing. And I'm sorry, but
it's a great option for Kings of War to because I still like plastic models and resin models, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll find my way. But for those that want to reduce that barrier to entry,
right?
Go on, you man. Or like even a game like Armada. It is the perfect 3D printable game.
It's so awesome.
Buy the rulebook digitally.
Right.
Print all of your models. So. It's gonna be interesting though. Going back to that. I mean, 4th edition is really important that they hit the mark. Ronnie did an update on Tabletop on YouTube this week.
Okay.
Really, it was everything else but Kings of War, and at the very end they touch on it, but they don't say much because they're keeping things close to the chest, right? And it's like, okay, well, at some point you've got to reveal, like,
you got to say something.
This is the plan, dude, because if not, you lose momentum.
In a world where Alessio is going to be developing the game, right?
Yes.
He's going to be rewriting. He's going to be slimming it down, fixing some stuff.
Yeah.
The important thing is when I'm looking at the original Kings of War game that Alessio wrote, 5 pages and out the door.
Yes.
Did it on a dare.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good, but it has no flavor. It has no life.
Right. And so I know that he is a big believer in chess and
I don't want to play chess, right?
There's a part of me that is...
I want the system to be chess.
I want the system to be chess.
Yeah, but I want to add my...
There has to be something, right? There were obvious flaws with it too, like the way the flyers worked in the original.
In 2nd edition, yeah, because you could you could fly and flyers were impunited. Like
they could just do whatever they wanted whenever they wanted. You couldn't stop them away. It sucked.
Yeah.
So my hope is that he takes a look at the stuff that has been developed that works. He trims it down to its smallest and most essential thing, but no more. Make it as simple as you can, but no simpler. You know what I mean? So and that balance is important. And I trust him to do it because I think he's a fantastic game designer. I think it's going to end up being fine.
I am excited about the opportunity that's in front of us because, we say this all the time, but like you're a professional engineer, right? If some Joe Blow off the street came and do it, I'm a fan of engineering. Can I do that? You know what I mean? Like, there's something to be said with if that is your profession.
Yeah.
That is your profession. You bring a level of professionalism.
And a level of understanding and a level of passion. And
You've been looking at these things for many, many years. You've designed many games.
Right.
You know what
deeply.
Levers. Exactly. Yeah. And, Bolt Action is a good example. They just said to him when he designed it the first time, it was like, just give us a new mechanic.
Right.
And his was the draw out of the bag with the dice.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting activation system.
Sure.
I guess what I'm saying is he has the ability to be creative if you give him the right constraint.
Right.
If you ask him and say, we need this thing that maybe makes it a little bit more non-deterministic or flavorful, he'll fulfill the brief, whatever you give him.
Sure.
He's a professional.
Right. And his stuff's good. So Kings of War is going to be fine. It's also, even if it's different, I'm not going to hate it. And that's the other thing that I'm nervous about is something comes out and there's always oh my God, I can't believe you changed this thing that I love and now the whole game blows. It's like, dude, shut up. Just play it 5 or 10 times and get used to it, whatever the newness is, right?
Have you played any Champions?
I have not.
Yeah, because I've been playing a little bit of Champions, having a little bit harder difficulty to get new players in.
Sure.
And maybe it's just the way I'm marketing it. So, but been playing some Champions, and some of the tweaks they've made in there, I'm like, I would like those to be in Kings of War.
Right.
Like the fact that essentially everybody's nimble. Period.
Right.
Right. And movement seems a little bit. Even some people might say it's less granular, but like it's just easier.
Sure.
And you have to have an inch of space on the frontage.
Right.
To charge. Now the fact in Champions you can only charge one unit into a facing.
Okay.
That's probably too limiting, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But I just think I don't know. There's the way they don't have bounce back. You charge somebody, and if they're still alive, then you push them back.
Oh, that's better.
And
I like that.
You push them back, and if they can't be pushed back because they're tactically swift, well, then they take damage because you're stuck up against a wall or against a unit.
Or you have another, if you're trying to stop the embarrassment of
but you can use it.
And that's a tactical decision. I don't want to back up off this token. I'm going to take the damage and stay.
It's not dissimilar from when we had in second edition where you can't back up, but then I would back up. We don't. You don't ever back up.
That's great.
So you just okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was great. So
I dig that.
There's some cool things that they've been testing. So I'm optimistic.
Me too.
I just still think 28 armies.
It's too many.
It's too many. I don't know what the right number is.
It's too many.
But probably 22, maybe.
How
about we take baby steps? Just get.
I can see a world where you have 12, and then there's.
And each of those has a theme. Maybe
it has a theme that you can stick on.
So you have Kingdoms of Men, and Rory. It can just take a different character unlock.
Right. I'm not a big fan of I take this individual and that unlocks a bunch of units. I actually like the idea of I take core units to unlock individuals.
Okay.
I take core units to unlock special.
So essentially, you want a knight army, you take knights.
Yeah.
Not take the knight character to give you the knight.
Right. If you want flying peg knights, I'm sorry, you got to have knights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just have a bunch of chodes with spears in the back.
I think
you know what I mean?
That's the thing that I think. Probably the biggest area that I would like to see fixed is just, certainly there's some cleanup stuff, but just fix the unlocking system to help mitigate some of the spammy stuff. It's not even spammy in a negative sense. I just don't want to play against 9 regiments of berserkers, whatever it is.
Right. Agreed.
And it's just like it's boring. I want people to have the ability to unlock creatively new builds. Like I said, constraint sometimes is the mother of creativity.
Absolutely.
Like you're sort of like you have these limitations. Well, then find your way around it.
Yeah.
Right. You have the event still that require you can have more than 3 of a unit, right?
Yeah. So I depending on the year, I've done you can't have any more than 3 of a given unit / size type. So you can have 3 hordes of something. You can have 3 regiments of something, but you can't have. You can't have 2 regiments and 2 hordes.
Right.
You can't have 4 of whatever.
Right.
Like it's a very small limitation.
It's
just
good,
right. It's 2150.
Yeah.
And
I like that points level too.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of 2300. Just like it's too many points, man.
Right. Yeah,
I want to get the game done in 2 hours. I don't want to be struggling.
Well, even if it's 1 unit less, but the important thing is that it's not. Apparently, this might crush. The important thing is that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so that you 2300 is a standard. I know what I'm going to take every single time.
Correct.
My first 1900 points is the same, and I add a little thing for flavor.
Yeah.
When I make it 2150, now you have to make 1 or 2 decisions. That's all I'm asking you to do. Right.
You don't get all your toys.
You don't get all of them.
You gotta. What am I leaving off the table?
Right. And it's funny because down in the Mid-Atlantic area, they're all 2300 points. They're all the same. They like everything kind of run the same because everything is geared toward Masters qualification, etc. As far as I know.
We are too in the Southeast, except for we change it every year.
Sure.
2020 points. I think it's some weird.
I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that. But but in the Northeast, we've got a lot of the tournaments are different. Every single one of them is different. I don't think we have one that's 2300 straight. Right.
That's awesome.
Orktown is 26. Mine's 2150. Well, Crossroads is 2300, but it's a 4-man team.
Yeah.
I want to go back. I want to talk to you later about using your scoring system at Dead of Winter this year. I want to do the attrition doesn't matter at all, but you do get a gradation based on how much you win the scenario by.
Right. So we have the 5 levels, right?
Yeah.
And it seems to be interesting. And then we have bonus objectives, secondaries.
Sure.
Which
that are outside of the
correct.
Of the
so
main.
and they're sometimes counter to.
So if you're screwed, you can still grab 1 or 2
If you're losing,
points.
you have a better chance to get all the bonuses. We're asking you in some cases to play the scenario wrong.
Right.
Like your opponent destroys a token.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're losing, you're going to get that point regardless.
Right.
But if you're winning, and so it's a delicate thing.
That's
'cause
cool.
People are like, if I make this decision to get this bonus, I might lose the scenario.
Right. Do I allow this? Do I not allow this?
I just wanted people to bring armies that were different. And so, fortunately, I mean, like Andy Patton, who won it this year, he had a very grindy, just a lot of bodies, and he played it well. And
that's cool.
Scenario-based games that don't care. It doesn't matter what you lose. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a different animal. It doesn't matter how much you kill. It doesn't matter how much you lose. Doesn't matter.
And I think what it'll do is it'll make it so people bring different armies, and it'll make them think differently about their army builds, right? And so depending on when 4th comes out, maybe I'll keep it the same as it was, just because we're trying a brand new system. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Maybe they'll have a new scoring system in the book. Well, Mike, thanks for chatting. We will definitely catch up with you this weekend.
Absolutely.
As you're, are you going to pontificate? What are you going to do? Are you going to drop like knowledge nuggets?
So here's the problem. I've done this a couple of times, and every single one I'm good for at least one major mistake when I'm talking about what's happening. Either I misread what the rule is, I misread what the unit is. So anyone playing along at home, keep a tally.
Mike's mistakes.
Yeah.
Do you have a tagline yet? That we can put on the stream?
No, I do not have that. Nor do the telestrator. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening. It's great.
But you're just gonna share your thoughts.
I got a lot of talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Later, buddies.
We're back after round 1. We finally got the best Cyberns of Kings of War joining us, Mr. Blake Robertson. How are you doing, Blake?
I'm doing well, Rob. How are you?
Fantastic.
How'd you do in your game?
21. I won 21-0.
Oh,
yeah.
Seal clubbing, are you?
Yeah, there's a little bit of just he misdeployed and it cascaded out of control. So you played Corey Walliser.
Yeah.
Part of the Shambling Horde out of northern New York. Part of Mike Rossi's crew.
Oh, okay.
So what was he playing?
He's playing rats. Playing a really cool rat list. It seemed like it felt like I was playing Trident Realms and dwarves mashed together. It was really a pain in the behind. But his list was solid. He played really solid, and I kept making a bunch of little mistakes. And he even threw me a complimentary double ones at one point. But he got the well-deserved win and just took it down. I would love to play that guy just recreationally with some beers and hanging out and just laughing, through the game.
What was the score?
Oh, it was like 6-1. Yeah.
How's the West Coast doing?
I don't know.
Well, let's throw to somebody that does know what's going on, Mr. Tyler Schulz.
Hey, how's it going? I'm wearing the shirt. I figured I had to be on
100%.
Countercharge
And
at some point.
you were on table 32, but there was a streaming table.
Yep, I was on stream with Scott Holcomb.
So tell us how it went.
Well, in my headcanon, I'm the Protestant Reformation rebelling against the evil Catholic Church. So we were battling it out, the Basileans versus the Brother Mark, and it was a very close game, very well played, and it was really tight. It ended up being 3-4 in Scott's favor. I did time out, which I'm gonna blame just barely on my bum arm. I separated my shoulder, and it makes Kings of War just slightly more difficult because you're doing a lot of stuff one-handed that you're used to just using your other shoulder for. I still think I might have clocked out just because there's so many angles in that army. There's Panthers and Alohi,
and it's all fast and half of it's
which I'm used to getting hit first, so like that part's fine. I'm used to it, but you still have to check a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
It was good though. It was 3-4. There was a few clutch moments that, of course that's always how these games go. If it goes a slightly different way, If I waver the Sisterhood Infantry, that's 20 less attacks on my Spearmen, then who knows what they can take out. You know how games go, so it's like a little cascading thing. Should be a decent watch on stream, I think. It was pretty cagey for the first 2 turns, just a lot of moving and positioning and angling, and then it got pretty crazy.
Yeah, usually about turn 2 or 3, then he kind of comes crashing in like a wave, and if you can handle that, you might have a chance.
Yeah, I could handle the wave part. The issue was just the being able to maintain with tokens and whatnot. He just had a lot of units, and then those few times where I gave him a double ones on an Alohi regiment, that wasn't great because I did 12 wounds and then flubbed it, and it's like, oh man, that would have been nice to get. But it was a really good game though. It was close and it was back and forth, and I had a good time with it.
Yeah. Like I said, I hadn't ever played Corey before, so I was really happy to play him, and his thing was awesome, and he caught me out really so hard because I did my little double charge with the Bale and the Seductress, and then he ran what's her name over there, and Cloak of Death me.
Nice.
Took the shield off her.
Oh.
I was like,
It's a good way to crack that glass.
I mean, he literally at the double and just got into
just to mess with you.
Yeah, and I was like, well, no, I mean, to take her down.
Well, I know. Yeah,
she's a lot less of a pain in the ass when
you're not defense 6.
when you're not defense 6. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good game and it was fun. And like I said, I just kept making little judgment errors. Like I dropped the tokens on a unit really well, but I should have dropped it off the other corner kind of thing. Just little stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how these games go. It's always fun like that. I kind of misplayed one of my flanks, like the one that I was just trying to waste time on. I could have done a little better at wasting time with the 2 things I put over there, because I wasn't planning on actually winning that side. I just needed to dilly-dally, and I could have done a few things a little smarter, but
that list you can't guard against all the angles. There's just so much.
Yeah, but the way my list works too is I can give up a few angles too. Like if you get a flank and a whole bunch of fronts on the same penitent, mob, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. You can quadruple charge them. That's fine. So Mountain region sounds like we're hurting a little bit. I think only Steven and Adam pulled off W's in the first round.
Travis lost.
Yeah.
Who did he lose to?
Oh no, Travis tied technically. He got a 12-8 or.
Then he's right on
whatever.
track. That's normal Travis.
Yeah, he played Corey Reynolds, and I guess Corey basically just refused to fight his stuff, and so literally 0 kills, and just tied him up, and literally a tied ball game. So
wow, Corey, come on, man, the man a proper fight, and we don't know the West Coast how they're doing.
No,
Blake doesn't talk to people. You kidding me?
No, I had to run home, so I went home and talked to the.
You don't have servants to bring you food? I mean, you're Elvis.
I have food. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't.
I had to get other stuff.
I see.
You just snap your fingers.
I had to get other stuff. Someone requested one of my comic books.
What do you mean one of your comic books? Did you draw it?
I'm the star in it.
Okay. Did they know you're the star?
Yeah.
When they asked for it?
Yes.
Okay. What's it called?
It's called Professor G and Blake.
You're being serious?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, you haven't seen the art. The picture might say 1,000 words here, Blake. You might
What
do that.
What publisher is this?
It's a self-published out of town.
Okay.
My old X-Wing group, one of the guys is a really great artist, and he got talked into doing a comic book, and I ended up being a character in the comic. So did Nick. Nick's in the comic book. A bunch of the other players that were in our X-Wing group were in the comic, and then that got him started. He's on his 4th one. I had to 2 weeks ago. I had to sit at a Comic Con and sign comic books.
That's cool. Which Comic Con was this? Reno Comic Con?
Yeah, the little Reno one. But it was fun. And we got to hang out with all my old X-Wing buddies, and yeah, it's cool. Every once in a while, I get to do something cool like that, and it's just such a weird thing. People are like, I'm like, yeah, I'm in a comic and I'm the hero, and they're like, whatever. Nobody believes my stories.
No, I don't believe
it either. Until they actually see that, and then they're like, oh, maybe his other dumb stories are true too.
Maybe there's truth to this. Maybe there's not.
Yeah,
no
but
one knows.
Fun. It's fun. I get to kick Space Hitler's ass, and his ninjas end up getting me in the end, sort of. And
to be continued. ...
Well, I sort of die, but not really. I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Do we know yet what we're playing in the second round?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
I think it's all up in
Top
the air.
secret. I like that. I had a big win in the first round.
The goblins treated you well.
To be fair, Dwayne treated me well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Northern Alliance, right?
He offered up a lot of juicy targets. But no, I'm expecting there'll be a much rougher match in the second round. So.
Never know. Things happen.
You know what? I have won tournaments before. This won't be one of them, but it has been known to happen.
I don't know. We're starting off with a 21, you know?
yeah.
I mean,
I typically like to not win big in the first round. I like to, a small win or a draw.
Dude, the best is a tie in the first.
Yeah, and then you're just like always below the power.
Oh, yeah.
I got a decent loss. I still got points. I got 200 points different on attrition, so I didn't not a whole lot of
I got
difference
pretty
in this
close.
game. I think it's a 7-point loss, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, the tie is like a periscope height submarine, right? You're just under the water.
Exactly.
Such a perfect submarine spot.
Yeah, you have
I'm
a good.
always just happy to be here, honestly.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm
Dude,
having,
Friday absolutely kicked ass. I got to play Dead Zone. I got to let people use my Dead Zone stuff. I got to play Firefight, and I got to practice Game of Kings. So I'm already out ahead on that.
And you had
It's
cigars
great.
with me.
And I had a cigar with you.
I never get invited for cigars. So I'm not cool enough.
Do you even like cigars?
No, you're right.
I have
You've
been known to partake.
you've dabbled.
Yeah, I'm not a dabbler though.
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
I know a cigar guy.
So how do you think the weekend's going so far, Blake?
Oh, the weekend's going great. I brought a bunch of new people that have never gone to a big tournament because now they could,
Yep.
And
Yeah, that's the beauty of hosting, right?
yeah. Also, there's a huge relief off my shoulders because of making all that terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's complained yet.
No, actually, I've gotten compliments.
Oh.
Or not, Rob.
Okay. Were they blind?
This guy.
My goodness, this guy.
But yeah, I enjoyed making it. I did it. My main impetus for doing it was I wanted to do something for the community. I love all these guys, and I wanted to do something nice that was consistent. Because Masters consistency in a board is really
it's
kind
important.
of a cool thing.
Yeah, the hard work shows. It's nice.
Thanks, man. See, here, compliment.
Yeah. Oh, are we
He doesn't
playing
know how
under
to do
terrain
that.
over in Best of the Rest too?
I didn't do most of the best of the rest, some of it. Most of that is Scott's and Brenton's.
Scott Holcomb and Britton Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been really working hard on it for 4 months, and then now I get to just play and enjoy and see all my friends.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's just a giant family reunion.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
yeah, well, it's funny because my buddy who I just got into the game down in Orange County, he's a beginning sad guy, right?
Yeah.
And he messaged me in the middle of the Corey's game toward the end, and I said, he goes, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm losing, but I'm playing a great guy, so I am winning.
Right, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
well
what
said.
that's what I texted him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it Masters is just fun.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't mind game 2 not having to think quite as much though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was sweating a little just thinking, and I'm like, oh man, I'm getting in my own head a little.
Because there's a
Only
lot
a
of
little.
units. A lot of units.
A lot of units, a lot of angles, a lot of can he fit here? Do I care if he fits here? All those questions. That's how it goes.
Best Russ got a good showing of people at 30, almost 30 players, 26, I think. So that's good.
There's some good players in Best of the Rest.
There's a lot.
You're
of good
about
players.
ready to get stopped.
Shannon's there, and Patrick Zorro-Allen, and Jordan Braun, and Richard Comstock, and just
Mark Cox.
A lot of guys from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas brought a lot of people. They had the B team, right? So
Got a lot of players.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
that they're over there with you.
Well, but the
I don't have to worry
irony
about
is that
playing Shannon Shoemaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the irony is theoretically the players that are over there, there's better ones over here.
Oh, yeah, but they can only have 8 of their really great players.
I see. Their bench is super deep.
Their bench is deep.
Yeah. Well,
I'm jealous of that, actually.
And you didn't have to use any mercs, obviously, right?
What?
And you had no mercs on the West Coast.
A lot of the guys that might have been on the team are TOing.
That's a good point. But you still didn't have to get any mercs, even though you lost 3 guys from TO. So what's the plan for tonight? You got any? I mean, we obviously have the Strike Dice tournament coming up.
Well, obviously Strike Dice.
Come on.
Needs
Is it
no introduction.
Is it even really a major tournament without Strike Dice?
I think I might try to sneak a game of Dead Zone in with Rashad. He seemed pretty keen on trying out his plague nastiness, so I might give that a go after. Who knows?
I don't know where I want to eat tonight.
Who knows? That's the fun.
Well, there's a lot of good places around here to eat, right? Is what I've been told.
I know them.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
I am been made aware.
That is one thing. I mean, it's cool that I can help people out and show them all this stuff. Like Arnie's over here in the White Shopping Center is a great place for breakfast, and the Cup over here, fantastic, both of them. But I don't get to go anyplace new.
Right.
hosting does have a cost.
Yes, it is a cost. I mean, because that's one of the fun is like going.
Yeah, exploring a new place. And, trying new stuff. I'm a split, so.
All right, well, thanks, guys, for chatting. Here with Mr. Ben, Pacific Northwest out of Portland. He always says the McLures are going to come to my events, but never do because you're too busy with the rock band, right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get a shout out for the rock band.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
It's not rock. It's metal, right?
Oh, it's a death metal band. Yep. Misery Whip.
And you're the lead singer.
Of course, I'm talentless. Of course, I have to just like yell and jump and kick. Yeah. Right to Live in Peace, full length record, come out now,
That's
streaming
awesome.
everywhere.
And what's the website?
Bleakhouse.com.
Is that the
That's the
publisher?
label.
The label.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's our stuff going on. We have a fest. We're going on tour at the end of August. All that fun stuff. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Now, how do you work metal into your hobby of Kings of War?
Well, I play Abyssal Dwarves.
They are metal.
Yeah, they're super metal. They're, everyone says the demons are metal. Cannibal Corpse metal, but the dwarves,
For sure.
they're mining. They're having to do all kinds of stuff.
You're one of 2 Blissful Dwarf players. What is in your list? Because then we'll talk about the mirror match because you played the other.
I did do the mirror match.
Yeah. So so what's in your list?
Okay, we're at 1 Horde of Black Souls with the Black Souls upgrade and the Aegis Alohi, so the D3+1, Iron Resolve, and then the 2 Immortals. I love the Vault. Those Immortals look so cool. They did the DSL ones, but like different, So I got cool looking Immortals because I wasn't running them because they're super good, but I wasn't gonna do it because I want cool looking Immortals.
For sure.
Yeah, so we got 2 regiments of Immortals with dogs, the cool little banners. I painted cool little banners. You gotta have flags in the game,
Absolutely.
right? 2 regiments of the Massives with throwing massive upgrade. I've got the Infernox with the Aura Elite infantry because I got those 3 bricks of infantry there. We got 2 half-breeds with Gargoyles and the half-breed champion, Grotesques and the Grotesque champion, Hexcaster and the Ironcaster. And that's it, I think.
And you played Keith Monarch from the Southeast.
Yeah, yep.
Who also had I guess his big difference is he's got Decimators, right?
Yeah, so I've been...
With fire oil.
Yep, which is cool. That's fun. Normally you do the elite, right? That just seems like the auto take,
Right.
but he's got points elsewhere doing other stuff. I think
So it worked out well in that game, though, because you have a bunch of stuff.
I have all regen, so it was perfect for him. And there's a ton of regen throughout, so I think it's a really good take. You get a ton of value out of it because you got regen with, Abyssal Berserkers. That's the most taken unit, right? Those are regen.
For sure.
Naiad, the ice ones, they have regen, and that's like the most annoying thing of all time. So
Right.
I think it'll work out great for him. I did Abyssals or the Decimators for, a million tournaments in a row.
And so you just want something different.
I'm also, I'm just tired of getting turned off by like one succubus.
Yeah.
with wings.
Yeah, the wings.
Yeah, now, but
So you did turn his off, though.
No, I didn't because I don't have anything cool like that. So he had the perfect, like, oh, you have chaff, you have more chaff than me, I'll shoot it with all my rockets. My half-breed guy couldn't get there fast enough.
Yeah.
Because there was walls in the way. And then, he shot off the chaff, and so he's faster than me and then shoots, and that was like the perfect anathema to my list. But he's a Abyssal Dwarf, so I'm not even mad. Good for him.
Right. Stockpile, though. So what was the final?
Oh, I got 0 complete tables.
So he got...
max.
He tabled you?
Yeah.
And got all 7 tokens?
Yeah, it was terrible. Well, it was awesome. Good for him.
He got 21?
If that's what the score goes to.
Well, I mean, you got 14, right? Or I don't know. Did he tabled you?
Yeah.
But you killed stuff, too,
On turn
right?
6. I killed barely enough to get one singular point.
Okay, so he didn't get a 21. You stopped him from that.
Okay, 20.
Moral victories, Ben. That's what it's all about.
No, it's Abyssal Dwarves. They're taking it,
I get it. Well,
we're launch padding him up. That way
how did the rest of the Pacific Northwest team do?
Oh, I would only talk to him. Oh, Blake, right?
Blake Robertson?
No.
No, your buddy Blake.
Terrible Blake.
What's Blake's last name?
Norton.
Blake Norton. That sounds like a guy that works in an office somewhere.
He's actually a professor. Which is crazy because he's the dumbest one out of all of us by a mile.
What is it, like a terrible school or something?
No, it's actually the college we met at where we met playing war games.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he just never left.
History professor, all full circle. He's back to it. But that balding little short.
Yeah, I know. When I walked up on him, it's been a few years. I'm like, there's a bald spot.
Oh, you saw that gleaming?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was like, it was like a
Caught
beacon.
you.
It was like, oh, that's where the
Called you
guys
in.
are.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, he does age.
So he lost.
Oh, he played Adam Ballard.
Did he lose bad?
I'm sure he did.
Does he still have his dignity?
Wow. I mean, we made a bunch of awesome bets that if he won his first round, because he had no idea who he was playing, but we did. So we're like, dude, you win your first round, like all skinny dip in the escalator,
the pool
waterfall,
Yeah.
Which I would do and would be funny. I told Adam Ballard that. I'm like, if you want to throw it, it might be worth it. It might be worth it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, how'd your brother do?
He played Tom Annis again for the second in Nebraska. That was his first round also.
Okay.
And
He lost, I'm assuming.
yeah, he was probably close. His Twilight Kin's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But he didn't look too hot when I went over there.
How'd the rest of the team do?
I didn't talk to him. I went to the burrito place.
Where's the burrito place?
The cart in
Outside?
the middle of the vacant lot.
Okay.
You know,
like within walking
and they can
distance.
barely understand. Had no idea what I was saying. I'd like point to the menu, so it was awesome.
Right, it was good food.
One of the greatest signs of a burrito cart is if they have no idea what I'm saying.
That's fantastic.
Makes it more authentic.
Exactly.
And those dulcet tones are Mr. Not Jake. This is the better Hutton, right? This is Mr. Noah Hutton from the Mid-Atlantic. And I know we've talked about this before. You have Ratkin Slaves, right?
Hell
Because that's all you love Ratkin Slaves.
Sweet.
Well, and now I'm referenced as the Ratkin Slaves guy, and I fully embrace it.
So even if you lose or win, doesn't matter. You're going to become the best Ratkin Slave player at this year's Masters.
So I'm going to go home with hardware.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's good.
So what's in your list? Remind us.
So I'm doing a different list than I've done in the past. It's the same from the last 2 GTs I did, but it's more of a shooting heavy one.
Mm-hmm.
So once they increased the Bissell Dwarf rockets to 1 unit strength, I'm like, okay, maybe that's good. And Jay kept on trying to convince me to use it. I'm like, nah, I'm not using it. And then I was at some GT and Corey Reynolds was like, you should try it. I'm like, okay, if Corey
Was it at
Reynolds tells me-
Crossroads?
It wasn't Crossroads because he doesn't talk that much during Crossroads because he's doing all the things.
I see.
So, but it was probably Dead of Winter.
Dead of Winter. Mike
So we were
Russell.
talking about it.
Yeah.
And then that and the increase with the decimators to 14-inch range is
Huge.
huge. So I just get a horde of them, add Blessing of the Gods, so they
Yeah.
reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound range. It's pretty solid. Now, the one thing that's, I would say, controversial, because most people say it's but I enjoy them. 2 Hordes of Nightmares. They don't get the rally of the Ratkin Slaves, which kind of sucks. It'd be really good if they could get the rally, but they don't. But it's just a little bit more shooting power, keeps you at bay a little bit more. They can shoot over top of the wretches, and then a little bit more counter punch with the crushing one.
Right.
And then all the special characters, because why would you play Ratkin Slaves without the special characters?
the cool chariot guy, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so I got
chariot
Kryza, I got
representation.
Gallic, Taskmasters, took the formation, and then I got 2 wretches just for a little extra chaff. You know?
Yeah.
130 points for a 18-21 nerve, but with Gallic in range, 20-23 is not too bad.
Yeah, and who did you play?
I played Nick Murray.
You let Nick Murray beat you.
I did.
He's playing Undead, though. I heard
He
Undead's
did.
not very good.
Yeah, well, and I was feeling pretty good going into turn 3. He out-deployed me. He put one of his Lycaness on the flank, and I purposely saved 1 Nightmare Horde to counter deploy it, and I made the mistake of deploying it before he deployed his Lycaness. Like, I had it all planned out in my head. I had 2
You
Red
didn't do it.
Warriors left, and I just...
Execution was
Yeah,
poor.
yeah. I started looking. I'd spent more time deploying than he did, and I just kind of flinched.
What's some round 1 stuff? Get it out of the
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
I 3 snakes. So I legitimate snakes where I needed 3 times and rolled snakes.
Yeah.
So there's a Wraith troop that I should have removed turn 2. Instead, they took out 2 of my rockets over the course of a few turns.
Oh, wow.
And then the other snake was White Horde. He made a mistake and did a charge where it pushed a zombie legion up against White Horde, and he couldn't reform anyway.
Yeah.
So I got a flank with Kryza, did 15 wounds in 1 turn, and then snaked it. I was like, that sucks. So I lose Kryza due to that. And it was a very hot and cold game where I would do 10 or 12 wounds on 16 dice, do 9 or 10 wounds on 13 dice, and then snake. And then he would come back and do the same exact thing.
Is Nick on his double White Horde still?
Yeah, triple.
Triple,
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff beat me up in Idaho.
Yeah, so 1 with Sir Jesse Boots, 1 with Meat of Madness, and then 1 naked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what was the final on that one?
14-7. So
That's not bad.
No, it was just solid. I'll take it. For first Masters game, got
Yeah.
the jitters out a little bit.
How many times have you been called Jake?
Only by you.
Oh, I'm
Is that crazy? But it's because he doesn't play Kings anymore, so people
Yeah.
don't even know who he is.
Oh,
like,
you know
I
what?
come up like,
You
hey,
might
you
be
know
right.
Jake?
Only the people that have been
Cherokee
here
kid?
for 20 years. Or
Yeah,
whatever, 10
yeah.
years.
And they're like, I think I know him. I think I played a game with him like 5-10 years ago.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So what does it feel like now that you have your own, like, you don't have a person hanging on, like, an orbit? Like, you're by yourself. Like, you are the Hutton.
At this point, yeah. Well, and for the longest, I was using his Abyssal Dwarves because
Yeah.
I didn't have an army. So he was like, all right, you can use my Abyssal Dwarves to come to GT. He's like, sure, I'll give it a try. But now that I have my own Ratkin Slaves, I'm working on fine-tuning some Ratkin stuff. I tried it over the winter. Got beat real bad. Was not a good time. Did not like my list. So now I'm going to try some variations. But, like, I'm coming to Masters. I'm going to make sure I use a list I know. So I busted out the Ratkin Slaves again. Working on Ogre. So it feels good to actually have options, you know? multiple things that I'm working on that are my own.
Yeah. What do you expect for the day? What do you think? You're gonna go 2-1 today?
Nah, heck no. If I got
1-1-1?
I would take 1-1-1. So the whole goal of the GT was to go only lose 3 times. So
Well, you're on your way.
I'm hoping 2, 3, and 1. That would be lovely. The Raccoon Slaves tend to draws, so there was a period in a year where I had as many draws as wins and losses combined.
Wow.
Yeah, over the course of 3 GTs, it was like 7 or 8 draws.
That's crazy.
And what about you? What's your hope for the weekend?
I'm weekend. We're not even thinking about tomorrow. I'm maintaining my focus
Today.
on today. You
What's
know.
today? Next game.
Yeah, next game, the next 2 games. Let's do 2-1. Why not? Who's stopping?
I mean, if you're not thinking big, you're thinking small.
yeah,
And
who's
you're just-
stopping me?
yeah.
I've been playing Abyssal Dwarves since the new stuff came out.
You just happen to play somebody who knows how to play against them because they play them themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're gonna get fresh meat.
Well, I'm just hoping I actually run into the normal dwarves like I was hoping for. That's what I want to see.
Well, there's 12 of them or whatever.
Yeah, I know, I should,
There's
right?
a ton of them, right?
Yeah. And
Odds are in your favor.
exactly. And then I said I get the only Abyssal Dwarf.
That's right.
player.
How's the team Mid-Atlantic doing?
Seems like they're pretty good. Adam Ortle actually got a 20, so that's pretty big.
Nice.
And then there was
Adam's
2 or 3 other
Adam's a
wins.
guy nobody knows, and then when he shows
Exactly.
up, he's like, "Pow!"
Well, he was playing Raccoon Slaves for a while.
Yeah.
So that's where it's funny, because like I had this idea for Raccoons. Well, I started off with the idea with Herd, scrapped it once they nerfed Longhorns. Then I had an idea with Raccoon Slaves, worked on it for a year, was printing it, buying the pieces, assembling it, and out of nowhere, Adam busts out Raccoon Slaves. I chose this army because nobody plays it. I'd never seen it played. And then he brings it to every GT for like a year. So I wasn't even the only Raccoon Slaves player. This is probably the first time I've been to a GT where
Right.
I'm the only.
So are you glad that did he talk to you and say I won't bring it this time so you can?
No. He shifted over to
Trident Realm.
Trident Realms probably about 6 months ago.
He played him last year at Best of the Rest.
Trident Realms?
Yeah.
Oh.
He won
maybe
Best
it's a
of
full year.
Rest. He
Yeah,
won
I knew one Best of Rest. I couldn't remember if it was the Raccoon Slaves or Trident Realms. So probably the last year he's been doing Trident Realms.
Interesting.
Okay, we all know that 4th is on the horizon somewhere.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about consolidating factions and stuff. Raccoon Slaves.
It's gone. There's no way
They're not gonna make it.
But
Yeah.
does it? I mean, do you have a little bit of the DNA make
Well,
it
so-
into Abyssal Dwarf?
Honestly, this will never happen. I am not paid enough. I'm not smart enough. But I think if they literally just took some of these theme lists and made a formations that work perfectly.
Yeah.
Have 2 formations for Abyssal Dwarfs. One with Raccoon Slaves. Get rid of all the special characters. It would kind of suck, but you could still have some of it.
Well, you could
And
make
then-
at least one of them as like the named dude in the formation.
Well, you
'Cause,
get
like,
the
one dude's
Taskmaster.
just the yeah.
Yeah, have
He's-
him. And with the way he works, he could then blow up Slave Orcs.
Right. That would be
Like, wouldn't that be
cool.
awesome?
So
and like, does that break the game if he can blow up
It's
Slave
cool.
Orcs? I
It's
don't
cool.
think so. I don't think
Yeah.
it blows up anything.
As someone who in Nebraska Masters brought the 2 hordes of slave works that I painstakingly converted every single weapon and shield into Abyssal Dwarf weapons, I would love to have a list where I can just run them and not feel terrible about it.
Exactly.
I would give you more options with Abyssal Dwarves.
What are you hoping for 4th? What are you hoping from it?
Oh, I like the game. I don't care. They can do whatever they want. I'll just keep playing it. What I really want is just some new stuff that they come out with.
Models?
That is accessible. Like whatever champions. I hope that can start seeing it to some stores. Distribution.
Yeah.
Distribution.
You guys don't have it in Portland. You're not a lot of shops
Yeah,
carrying
I
it.
try, and I just wanna be able to get new players and see some, more new faces and bring.
I like
more
that.
in.
He very altruistic of you, Ben, to say like, what I want is nothing from me. I want for the community.
Yeah, I just want more people to play against instead of the same people every time.
Yeah. Well, in Portland, you got a few people involved.
Yeah, that's why there's the top 8 of the 10 players in Portland are here. It's pretty crazy, huh?
That's awesome.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to disparage anybody. There's a lot of
Well,
people
Dustin Church isn't here, right?
here. Yeah, rip.
Yeah. But Dan Wright's here. He's from Portland too, right?
Yep.
And then 3 of you guys,
And then us 3.
Blake, Jared, and Ben. Who else is from Portland here?
Ryan Munsell made it.
Well, so he's technically.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, and then man, I'm gonna look. You're on the spot
Yeah,
making
yeah.
me forget people's names
Yeah.
and stuff. Come on, nice guy from Canada, right? And then Ben Stoddard from Idaho.
Nice guy from Canada. Who's that?
I don't know, dude. Like Jake or Jane or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a name.
I'll meet him. I'm sure he's great.
Yeah. How about your team? How did you just had a pulse and you were available or what? What's going on?
So
You went to a lot of tournaments.
prior to accepting this, I'd never had a winning record at a GT. So I do not consider myself a good player.
So are you going to have a winning record over this GT? So
I mean, that would be huge. That'd be crazy.
When's the streak going to break?
Like, technically, I got a winning record, I think, encrypted, but the thing is, they don't do win-loss-draw. It's just straight-up points, and it's progressive scoring.
Yeah.
So,
It's
like,
weird.
there's a couple games where I was like, I won this game, and then my opponent's like, no, you didn't, and then did the math, because I kind of keep track, but I don't, like, actually write it down to figure out exact points. They're like, no, I beat you. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, sure, you beat me. Chavez contacts me in May. I'm like, you're joking, right? Like, you want me for Masters. You're saying Masters not best of the rest. He's like, yeah, Masters. I'm like, are you doing an all-call? Like, are we at all-call level now? Am I not, like...
You got the wrong Hutton brother.
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't even play anymore. Like, he's not even in the top 50. So then he was like, no, legitimately, I've gone down to your name. You're next in line. Do you want to come? And I was like, all right, I need to think about this. And, like, I'm at dinner with my wife. Like, we're on a date. And I'm like, I'm sorry. My wife's name's Dominique. I'm like, sorry, Dominique. I need to, like, process this. Give me, like, 5 minutes. So I texted Chavez. I was like, look, do you seriously want me to come? Because I'm not going to be a good player. If you want a good player, don't bring me. If you want somebody from the region who's just going to show up, I can
But
show
you can
up
help
for
with
you.
sports.
So I had a hot streak with rack and slaves, and then once I switched to the shooty rack and slaves, I have not been winning them anymore. The melee ones, 100%. 100%. The shooty ones, people don't like shooting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where's Ed Fisk?
His anniversary. Yeah.
So he can defend the throne.
Couldn't. It was funny because like the whole time he was I'm not gonna come, and then the last 2 or 3 weeks he's been like, I'm gonna be the shortest lived master because it's gonna be turnover so quick. I'm not gonna be able to.
You don't even get to play the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing Luke.
Yeah, Luke Fraser. He moved east or something?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for you guys.
Yeah, Luke's great.
He's been doing pretty good the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, well, and Luke's just fun.
Yeah.
Guy, you know.
Well, awesome. I think the next round should be starting any minute now.
Yeah, it's supposed to start at 12:30, and we're at 12:31, and a whole bunch of people still standing around.
Well, dude, thanks for chat.
Yeah, man. We'll have to get Jared and. Well, I don't know if we need those.
Yeah, I don't know about Blake. but
Jared for sure because he's a
Yeah.
hobby guy.
Blake's gonna be yeah, his army is beautiful. You got to talk to him, and he's been playing really well and doing great. And, went to a bunch of events. I mean, I obviously went to enough to get here, but
Yeah.
Blake's gonna be probably getting the quarters out of the
fountain in a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Or digging through the trash. People throw away lunch or something.
Exactly. Well, good luck, you guys.
Thanks.
All right, we got an extra special guest. We haven't had Ray on in like a million years because you guys own podcasts now. Nerve Check. It's on YouTube. All the great places to get podcasts, right?
Well, we're just copying yours.
And you know what? That's what I would do, right? That's what I would
Copy
do.
what's successful. Set it up for the Canadian crowd.
Exactly. So, Ray, how was the trip down?
Trip down was okay. Have we announced where Masters is next year? Midwest, Minneapolis is what I heard, and
Yeah, that's why my understanding.
so hopefully there'll be a bit more Canadian representation next year. This year was a bit hard to get down to.
Yeah. So, are you the only Canadian here?
I am the only Canadian here because there were no direct flights from Detroit, from Toronto, from Buffalo, from anything like that. So
Yeah, Reno, you got to go through something.
I went down through Dallas.
That's
So
crazy.
I went down to Dallas and then over to Reno, which was a bit of a detour. But
But you're here now.
I'm here now. I'm here with Justin. Looking forward
Justin Robbins. So, where are you sitting right now?
to 2 wins, 1 loss, 39 points. I had an excellent game against Dustin. Seems to be my thing against members from the South, trying to give me excellent games where the odd dice
Did you
roll
beat
here.
him?
No, I lost by 1 regen. It was epic. It was such an awesome game. We both had double ones. Both the double ones mattered. And, at the end, I had 26 wounds on my horde. If I regen 8, I get to hit him back at full strength. He already has 10 wounds on his dwarf shield breakers. So hitting him with 30 attacks would have made a difference. I regen 7 of the 26. That's what I'm saying. One more regen roll, I hit him back at full strength. He's not inspired, so odds are not in his favor. But you know what? It was a great game. He's a great opponent. It was the first time we've ever played. We've been in the same tournament multiple times. Just like Justin, first time I played him was last year.
Here at in Washington?
Yep.
DC?
That was where we played round 4, if I recall.
Yep, DC last year.
So obviously we're hearing the dulcet tones of Justin Robbins, who's currently sitting 3-0. Are you top spot in Masters right now?
Second.
Who's got you beat right now?
Jeff Radigan.
Jeff's just smashing people.
He's smashing people. I'm only 2 points behind him.
Yeah.
So
Well, you paint better than him, right?
my pain's a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's not painting it. He doesn't paint it, right? He pays somebody to paint it. That's got to count for something that you painted yourself.
His army right now, I think he probably did paint. His
Oh, you're trying to say it didn't look good?
no,
Is that what you're trying to say, Justin?
okay. It is old Warhammer figurines rebased.
Luckily, it's the Masters, and paint doesn't matter,
It
right?
don't matter.
With
As long as you're a
some
master.
Kings of War Titan Earth Elementals as his giants.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
Warhammer Elf Spearmen. Like, yeah.
It's a hodgepodge. Listen,
But
he's got a good list. He's an
He's got the
exceptional player.
George O'Connell's proxy mode going, I guess.
He's an exceptional player. Yeah.
So who did you play today?
I played round 1 with Philip Jordan Cox.
So he used to be in Texas, couldn't make the team, so he had to move to Minneapolis or
Yeah,
Minnesota.
turns out it turns out he was in Texas. I started playing right as he left Texas. So, small world. And then round 2 was George O'Connell. So, round 1, Philip Jordan Cox. I think Philip Cox is all he goes by. Philip had...
I do like a middle name, though. It's classy.
It is really classy. It's hyphenated, so it feels like you should have it in there, but he was playing Rordia. He played well. He's a good, clean player. It was a good game.
Yeah, he's nice. I had a chance to just talk to him for a couple minutes. He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, nice guy, 3 kids. We had a lot to relate about. Lived in Austin. And then round 2 is George O'Connell. Second time playing George. Played George at Dojo GT in Dallas. I think it was last year. And it was awesome. First time was awesome. Second time was awesome.
How'd you like all the berserkers?
It helps when you can just lightning bolt them. Right?
Right, light them up. Light them up.
So
they can't regen if they're dead.
Yeah, he played patient until I removed some units, and then he didn't play patient anymore and charged in. I've got 2 Ogre Legions, so they're really hard to.
That
take
is
off.
interesting. That's like you're going like old school on us. That's like
Yeah.
second edition.
Yeah.
I mean, you push them forward and like they have to do something about it.
You can't play it. I mean, they pick up anything in the field.
What'd you give one sharpness?
No, they're just bare.
Okay.
They have 36.
There's
attacks.
6 on 3s. Yeah, I mean you're gonna hit 24 times, right?
Yeah, and I can
Math.
Bane chance them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage. So
Yeah.
they can pick up anything they touch. And they don't get taken off by anything but like a triple charge. So,
Yeah.
limited charges for him and took it up. So had some good lightning bolt.
And then what was game 3?
Game 3 was Nathan Clevenger.
And you beat Nathan.
Beat Nathan. 14-7.
That's
Well
a
done.
big deal.
yeah.
So
He was on a streak, man. He was kicking ass and taking names.
yeah, two Bloodworm Legions. Shout out Nathan if you listen to double D6s, baby.
Did you double D6 a Legion?
He doesn't like double D6s, the dice.
Oh yeah, the Dustin Howard specials.
He doesn't love
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
So, but yeah,
You got in his head if you put him on the table, though.
I think I was playing.
You rattled him.
I was playing with him, so I think I got in his head.
That's good. So 3-0, second from the top.
Second from the top.
My first game was against Alex. So I got Alex and then Dustin and then I got Jeff from the Southeast. So
Yeah.
who's from your,
Jeff Bodine.
yeah, from your neck of the
How'd that game go?
that game was good. He played his siege breakers, took a third of the board, took all the objectives, and tried to branch out from it. But I was able to shut them down, so I got a win on scenario 4-2. But as Justin knows, I have the ability to shut down the ogres and to keep them in the corner.
He tried to shut me down last year, but he couldn't.
No.
Damn close.
And we were remiss if we didn't bring in Mr. Kyle Poole for the Midwest.
Hello.
You're playing Goblins, right?
Absolutely.
Goblin Army number 6.
Kyle, you were my bet for the Midwest. How you doing?
I'm doing better than the rest of the Midwest.
So you're like,
No, I'm 2 major wins, 1 minor loss. I'm actually tied with Keith Randall and Travis Tim. So
you're
8
2
from-
major
8 from
wins and
first.
1 minor loss?
You act
Yep.
like that's saying something.
Round 1 was against Chris Palantir and his Haunted House Night Stalkers, which is just absolutely stunning.
You use that term a lot, stunning.
Yeah.
We gotta
because some
Justin, we
people
gotta buy
are
him a
really
new
good
word,
at painting.
man.
They're really good at painting.
They are. So you beat him, I'm assuming.
Yeah, his score was in my favor. I got 20-1. Round
pretty good
2,
score.
I went against Adam O. at Mid-Atlantic, which was actually my warm-up
Adam
game.
Ortel.
Yeah, Adam O.
And he's playing Trident Realms.
Trident Realms. He's playing Trident Frogs. He was actually my warm-up.
We
game
won Best of
Friday.
Rest last year with that army, or a army like that. So
Yeah. He's a club mate because I'm part of Loaded Dice up there. And Brawlers in Memphis.
Are you just allowed to be a part of every club?
Well, to be fair, only clubs let him in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I don't
why
actually
Logs
join any
is
clubs
exclusive.
that win stuff
Yeah.
other than sports.
You know what? I can completely understand where you're at, Kyle, because when I'm playing in Canada, I play with the Murder Garage, and when I'm playing down south in the Mid-Atlantic, I play Aristocrats. So having a club that you play with by region, yeah.
Okay,
And then
this
when all
is-
those fails, I'm Eric's basement. That's the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is flashback to the Teen Titans Club of like 22, where all the good players, well, I'm going to air quotes good players in the nation, decided they want to be part of Teen Titans. And they all came to Lone Wolf, and so none of them would play each other around one, but they're
Right.
from everywhere.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
Now, see, when I travel, half the time the TOs just pick which club I'm going to represent.
Yeah.
But game 2, so I played Adam Friday night as our warm-up. Gave him a very rough run of it. And then today, he played really tight, really clean. And I got a bad break on a charge, but at the end of the day, he played tight. On 6, he gets the minor win. On 7, I get a major win. You can't be
This-
mad about a coin flip.
This is why you don't play warm-up games.
Yeah. No, I played.
You may have just given away all your tips.
I mean,
That's
don't
fine.
do that.
I'll just
Yeah.
beat him again.
or just in Justin's case, you just don't play games.
Yeah,
You show up and win with all the little games. of the
Only
tournament.
tournaments. Just tournaments. That's all I play is tournaments.
I mean, what are the chances that Frogs actually win something as he's gone 3-0?
Well, if you
But-
if you tell him how your army works beforehand,
Yeah, it helps.
and then show him how you beat him, then he's going to beat you the next time.
That's right. Builds character.
So you're 2-1.
And then game 3 was
Yeah.
Mike Sigler's Rats, and I did naughty things to that man.
He looks like he's straight up like from a 80s action.
He's like
movie.
if I wasn't fat.
Well, he's almost there. Like
He's
If
he's
you
like
weren't fat-
he's like a non-womanizing Johnny Bravo.
okay.
I think I really do think his look right now is an homage to Hulk Hogan.
It could be.
He showed up to the tournament jacked out of his mind with the handlebar mustache. Like Hogan
like
just
his belly's
I'd
hanging
like to
out.
point out he
going-
also didn't wear sleeves, and he noticed I have no shoes in it, so he no shoesed it for the whole game.
Okay.
We went full
Respect.
gremlin over there in our corner.
Is he
exchange.
still the third best player in the mountain region?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I stopped caring as soon as I beat him. You know.
Well, thank you. So, let's go around. Like, what do you think of the venue of this place?
I love everything except the fact that you can smoke here.
Yeah, at least you can't smoke on this floor. But yes.
Yeah, but smoke rises. So as a person who has like a lung injury, and I'm just not around smoke, that's tough for me. But outside of that, the venue is fantastic. The food is reasonably priced for the West Coast, which means it's ludicrous for the Midwest.
Right.
But the venue's
Well, it's
great.
not
The
as
hall's
expensive.
great.
We've been to other places that are more expensive.
Yeah.
Kyle, I think you should grow a pair about the cigarettes.
No, I have one lung. I'll take it.
Never mind. I take it back.
Grow a pair
I take
of
it back.
lungs.
I have one
Grow a
lung.
pair of lungs. That's right.
But no, the venue's great. The event hall itself is fantastic. You go do whatever you want. There's shiny lights everywhere, and I'm up $9 on strike dice. Done.
You're down $9.
Up.
Are you
I'm
guys
up
still playing, or
$9.
is it over?
Mike Zettelmeyer won the damn thing.
How much did you win?
Like $50.
No, I was like 30 something.
No, he won $50. He counted out the pot.
Man, here's the deal with Mike. We were playing just a non-tournament game of strike dice. For like 15 minutes, he's like, I don't have any $1 bills. I spotted him like 6 times, and he lost every single game.
Makes sense.
And then he won the freaking tournament. So,
He was just getting the warm-up games out. Don't play warm-up games.
yeah, don't play warm-up games. That's the
Use your own advice, Justin.
Rob, how's my Goblin list piloted by you going?
It's 1 and 2.
That's better than none in 3.
No, I think I played Dwayne Richardson, and he just completely misdeployed. So it was not. And also nerve rolls were hot, so I tabled them, which is weird because I don't normally table people with goblins. And then I only lost Grunt Long Nail and the Mincer Mob.
That's a big win for Goblin Chat.
It is, but to be fair, he like stuck the Hearthguard like in the corner, and he would say he misplayed it. But then I played Jordan Braun, and he shot the. I had a chance. I made a bad decision. Yeah, I have 10 points. He has 10 points. I made the decision to try to keep some of my alive and invade, kill the guy that's going to kill him, the shooting guy. Instead, I should have just turned around and shot Snare Horde because we were running 10 wounds. I popped that, It's at worst a draw, 6-6. 6 regiments of the Wranglers and all the stuff. Worst army I ever had to play. Because I don't have a lot of answers for that.
Keith Randall has opinions about that list.
When I shoot you, I'm hitting on 5s because the whole thing is stealthy or spell ward. And same thing happened against Bryce Clark. He had, 5 or 6 regiments of Sylvan Cannon.
Oh, Bryce Clark's oops, only archers?
Yeah. No, to be fair, I got my pound of... Leggett's getting rear charges into the Wilt Father and shit. It was awesome. But,
would you rather fight that?
Yeah, I would rather fight that. I only lost that one 2-1.
That's right.
Would you rather fight Ogre Warrior Legions and Lightning Bolt or Bryce Clark's
I would
Trees with
probably...
Elves?
You know what? I think the shooting is a problem for me because they're gonna kill a lot. But if you get into my kill box, I can maybe start shooting. Because I've got 60 shots right there ready to go. But I'd rather... It'd be more
he
fun.
needs to lose to you, Justin.
No, all I'm saying is I'd rather lose to melee than to lose to shooting.
Yeah, but you're going to lose to his shooting.
Oh, you got
I hate
shooting
to bring
too.
it to you as
That's
the
what
Goblin
Lightning
General.
Bolt's for.
You're
Yeah.
going to lose to his shooting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't have 100 shots, right? So you've got...
Yes. The real question is, why aren't you playing ogres anymore?
I just got tired of them. But let's talk about that for a minute, because I hear all the time, ogres suck. I don't think ogres suck. Yeah.
Sorry, I said
You
that
can
out loud.
rally. So tell me why everybody that's whining and pissing and moaning about ogres are incorrect in their assessment.
Yeah,
that
here's
they're
the deal.
actually just as good as they were. Boo-hoo, you don't get the Warlock Siege Breakers.
Yeah.
And they're speed 5.
Yeah.
You weren't charging anyways.
So, actually, I probably was charging quite a bit with Siege Breakers, but now I no longer take Siege Breakers. So, quick breakdown of my list. All warriors, 3 regiments of warriors, 2 legions of warriors, 2 giants.
Slayer.
If you're not playing giants with Slayer in ogres, start over. You need giants in ogres. 2 giants, 3 warlocks, Nom, and a sergeant with Paymaster upgrade.
For the Rally 1.
Yeah.
So your legions are really good.
I mean, so are the regiments.
Yeah, regiments
Try to
go-
take down a defense 5,
So
13,
14,
15
16.
regiment?
Yeah, they're 13, 15 before the Rally, though, right?
No, 12, 14.
12, so they're going up to 13, 15. That's
Yeah.
good.
So they're hard to remove. And then, legions, what do you do? Like, anything they touch, they kill.
Yeah.
And then if you're not getting a really good double charge or a triple charge on them, which you can work to prevent happening as an ogre player, if you're not allowing that, they're not going to pick them up. And then I've got Drain Life and Healing. So Drain Life,
Keep 'em
heal.
alive.
They're back to 4 wounds. They're 23, 25 rallied. Like, they're really hard to remove. And listen, here's the deal.
Not the big deal, but just the deal.
No, the deal with Ogre Legions. I Bane Chant them. I charge them into a Bloodworm Legion. One of the hardest things to remove in the game. Unassisted. Solo charge, 7 twice to kill them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but you got 36 attacks. You're going to hit 24 times. At crushing 2 with the Bane Chant, right? You're wounding on 2s.
they're easy to Bane Chant. I'm often adding a giant or a
Drain-
sergeant or Drain Life.
Yeah.
Like, things are getting added at combat. I'm picking up
One
pick-
And you got Brutal.
And then, okay, I get charged back by a legion of bloodworms. I'm not getting picked up,
It's 19s twice.
right? They're doing 10 wounds, maybe,
Yeah.
like maybe 12,
Yeah.
14. Like, they're not picking me up.
Do you nom them to get the vicious as well?
If they need to be healed, they'll be healed. They'll get vicious, or otherwise I'll do Bane Chant. Yeah.
The other thing is there's nothing stopping you from throwing 5 lightning bolt at him before you get there.
Yeah, I love plink damage. Plink damage is what wins this, what wins Kings of War, right? Like, you pick up random stuff when you throw 20, you throw 10, 15, 25 lightning bolt at something that you shouldn't pick up. You're gonna end up picking stuff up across the
list I'm running now,
course of the game.
It shoots everywhere early game, shotguns it out, fishes for a couple waivers, or hey, I spiked that roll. All of a sudden, all the shooting concentrates.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, a giant's only good for 4 wounds, but now you've got 3 on you, 4 on you. Now a giant's good for killing you.
Yeah.
Spread the shots and then kill it.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus legions.
So what do you think of the venue and the whole setup here?
Oh, it's awesome. It's fun. I love gambling. It's fun.
What's your
being in a
game?
casino.
It's helpful then, right? It's all right here.
I love being in a casino. Venue's great. The only knock is the gaming hall has a hard close at 11,
This one, yeah.
which is tough. I think that's hard because we'd probably hang out till
Later.
It's probably better for my game 6, though.
It's probably better for my game 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, it's awesome. This is a fun venue. There's a surprising
lot of
good
to
food
do.
option around.
A lot to do.
Food
Good food options.
Yeah. We had pizza tonight, Detroit style pizza.
Yeah, before they ran out.
Before they ran out.
Yeah.
And it was bomb.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Ray? What do you think of the venue?
I'm enjoying it. The rooms are nice. The hotel rooms are nice. There's lots to do. There's lots of restaurants both in the casino and close by that you can walk to. So in that regard, they did a great job. Easy to get to from the airport with the shuttles. So yeah, no complaints. I just wish they let us stay here in the hall a bit later.
Yeah.
Because we don't often get all together. I haven't seen you, Justin, in a year.
Yeah.
And Cyle, I only get to see a couple times a year. So.
You get to see me at Masters and Eric's basement before Masters.
Oh,
right?
and I'll see you at Eric's basement again.
Yeah. I'll be there.
I'm 3 years into Masters, 3 Masters in a row.
Here's what he's calling his shot, guys. Get ready.
I don't have a lot to complain about a Masters ever. I know other people. I feel like some people are like 5, 6 years into Masters. Oftentimes they're like, rah, 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 the venue or the terrain or whatever. I'm like,
No, the terrain's excellent.
I'm just happy to be here. This terrain is excellent.
Because it's all relatively the same. It's all set up. Like, you get the maps, you set up, you go.
It's good size.
Yeah. I have
There's enough variety between tables that it's not a clone, but it's not like, oh, that table is absolutely unplayable.
I will say, I want to get y'all's opinion on this. I feel like there was distinctly a good side and a bad side to the terrain round 1.
Accurate.
For stockpile?
Accurate.
Okay. Do you feel that way, Ray?
I should say.
Which one did you think?
There was a few people that talked about that there was terrain that if you had that side and you had tokens there, you were hindered to try to get to them, and other people had clear shots to the piles.
I will say, players could have chose not to put tokens in that situation.
Correct. Yeah, it's self-made destruction.
But a lot of the tables chose to say, I'll gamble the entire game on the dice roll.
Yeah. So
I would do that.
Stockpile round 1. There was a forest you could put tokens behind for one side.
Yeah.
It was like at the 24-inch line, favoring what I would call the wrong side.
And impassable on the other.
And then
impassable on the other.
And then there was.
But you place the tokens before you choose sides.
So, but then also one side was completely open from difficult.
Yep.
The other side had a difficult right in the middle, and so it was really easy to get. Like, I got. This is the lucky part of it, right? Like, I got first turn and I got to pick sides. So turn bottom of round 1, I'd picked up 3 tokens. My opponent could not have, on the opposite side, if he had gotten top of first, he could not have picked up 3 tokens. Physically couldn't have.
My only saving grace was he picked sides, but I got first turn. And I had just enough angles. It's like, don't try it. But if he had first turn as well, I would have been trying to chase tokens off of Stealthy and Snare instead of making him chase me.
See, I was playing Alex first game, and we had none of that. I don't think we picked up tokens till like turn 3.
I picked up tokens turn 1. Yeah.
Yeah. No. The only token that was in the open was in the center.
The table next to us, like by turn 3, every token was fully generated and hiding. And I hadn't rolled any dice yet.
I picked up a token from every pile.
I'm hearing you, but I'm saying, I did not have that game.
Yeah.
I had
maybe that's why Justin's way up here, and me and you were just not
to the peak.
I don't know. Hey, get good, guys. I guess
that's the answer. Get good.
All I know is I played Ray last year at Masters. I'm gonna tell Ray get good because I rolled double 6s on Scud with like
4 wounds,
4 lightning bolt. So
I beat Ray at Crossroads by favoring a horde of rats in the way. It was perfect
with 12 as well. Like
I was like, oh, Scud's scary. I'll just roll double 6s.
Yeah, and to be fair, Kyle's my kryptonite. Like I can't beat him. I played him twice. I've never beat Cyle. And
can't beat Keith Randall, but Ray, nothing.
Keith Randall. Psh.
Well, how are the regions doing? How's the Midwest doing?
I think most of them went to bed very early.
How's Eric doing?
Eric is 1 and 2.
Oh no.
He got round 2. There was 2 impassable forming a funnel on invade, and he went against a Mike Zettelmeyer's heal durability list, got second, so he just couldn't actually get across the board and invade, and his army couldn't shoot through Zettelmeyer's. So
Game's
Eric
over.
lost. Round 1 he won. Round 3 he got pretty beat up. He played against George O'Connell's Berserkers,
Oh, he got beat up by that.
and
That was my round
Berserkers
two.
They found a way in, broke him, and then once those are in your flanks, the nimble hordes go through you. Dwarf or not dwarf, you're gone.
Yeah.
So Midwest is not sitting pretty, is what you're saying.
I'm doing great. I don't know. I'm doing great.
Well, you don't
it's hard to
care.
look. It's hard to look behind when you're at the top. I'm staring at Justin's butt cheeks, and that's all I got. I'm
Justin,
coming for second.
how's Texas doing?
I'm just going to give a shout out to Texas Best of the Rest.
Yeah, they're kicking ass.
Housing it.
Oh, my God.
They're like 8 out of the
Yes.
top 10 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think the thing about Texas is we have a lot of depth. I think we have depth that travels. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good qualifier is we have depth that travels. Like our folks love traveling. We have 6 tournaments a year in Texas. 6 plus
5, yeah, whatever, it's a lot.
It's there's a lot, and so our folks travel in Texas a lot. They love flying to tournaments. Best of the Rest is crushing it.
7 of the top 8 are from
We
Texas.
got one guy from Louisiana. So South Masters is doing okay. We've got I think we've got 3 that are 2-1, 2 that are 3-0.
Who's
and
2-0? 3-0 besides you.
Jeff Radigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think John Green is 2 wins and a draw, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
He's
John
not-
Green's 2-0-1,
And you have whatever Randy is.
and then no Masters.
Randy's in best of the rest where he should be.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Last year, Randy was in Masters as a Merc and ran through all the South people. So,
Was that with Jesse, one of them?
yeah, I think he literally touched 3 South people and
Randy
killed them
thought
all.
it was the funniest ever last year. No,
Yeah.
he's like, I am the anti-South South.
Yeah, he's merking for I don't even know who he merked for.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, he was 3-3, but his 3 wins are against South people. He can't
awesome.
get. I love Randy. He can't get 3 wins at a South tournament, but
No.
he can get 3 wins at Masters against South people. So I don't know. And then we may have 4 people that are 2-1, or 3 people that are 2-1. John's 2-0-1, 3-2, and then the last 2 I think are 1-2. So
Pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
How about Mid-Atlantic? No, you're Northeast.
I'm north.
I know. I always get confused, Ray, because he's down here. He's not American. He's Canadian.
Makes fun of playing
This time he's playing Mid-Atlantic.
He's got
Sometimes he's
multiple
But now it's Northeast. He had to put a tough question to Mike. Mike, I can make it now. Can I get on the? Ray, tell us the story. I mean, you couldn't go, right?
I had surgery in March. I got my gallbladder removed. So when Mike was like, I'm coming up with a team, who's going to Masters, I was super out of it for about 3-4 weeks because it was like, open my stomach, take the piece out, and I'm like, look, I don't know if I can come. What's the hard deadline, when you need me to commit or not commit? And on March 27th, he told me the deadline was May. And then April 1st, he's like, here's the team. And I'm just like, bro, Mike, you said I had till May. I'm still, recovering, blah, not sure.
So the story's getting less altruistic.
And
Yeah.
so Vanguard comes, and I do pretty well at Vanguard in the Mid-Atlantic. So I am in 9th spot or 10th spot in the Mid-Atlantic. And I go to Mike, I'm like, look, you know what? I'm healed. I was able to get to Vanguard. I can fly. I flew back. I can make Masters. And it's still April. Mike's like, form the team, but you know what? I will step down so that you can play for us. So it is altruistic. He is great. And he's like, I will just do commentary and have fun and drink and play games and socialize. And you will play on my behalf.
So when does y'all's season end? Because our season ends late April.
Yeah, that's when our season ends as well. So that Vanguard tournament counted towards last year as well.
Crazy. Okay.
So this year, I've already told Mike, I said, Mike, I am going to Masters next year. Have my spot prepared for me. I will be one of the 8 from the Northeast. So I have already claimed my spot for next year's for Masters on the Northeast team.
Fantastic. And how is the Mid-Atlantic doing?
The Mid-Atlantic.
Mid-Atlantic.
The Mid-Atlantic is doing fairly well. They're doing probably slightly better than the Northeast this year. They did not have all their players from last year who did really well at the match.
Like Ed Fist didn't come.
Ed Fist.
Why show up? He's already won.
Well, it's true, but I think he's probably going to be the shortest master ever, right? Shortest tenure.
He was a Merc last year.
Apparently, if you have your anniversary on this weekend, you choose that over coming down.
Yeah, well, that's a good.
Being married is important. Like,
I'm gonna say depends on which anniversary, but
yeah, fair. But he made that decision, and others. But the Northeast is prepped for an awesome day 2 and rebound. I'll leave it at that.
Let's go.
That's where the Northeast is
Opportunities for submarine in a room without submarine matches.
I don't know. Okay, here's the deal. No knock to Ray. I clocked out my first game last year. And this is another shout out to Alex Chavez. I was the official Paragon last year, but you gave me second battle.
Because battle's more important. This is
Evidently.
Masters. It's Masters.
But you would have rather had Paragon.
I won Paragon.
You would have rather had.
Was given second battle.
You could give the option, right?
To quote some starlet here in Hollywood, it's a Masters, baby.
Okay, I will say, to be fair, I am wearing a club shirt right now. The back of it says, "Battle is the only award."
Yeah.
So it's not how Texas scores, though.
Well, it might not be how Texas scores, but it's how the Mid-Atlantic works.
Yeah.
And I can say that come as a Northeast player. So
Yeah. Fair.
the Northeast does that combined sports, painting, all of it. Mid-Atlantic doesn't. Mid-Atlantic's battle.
I figured out Jeff and Justin's technique. They've skipped me and Travis. They just dodged us. That's their technique.
That has been the goal.
Skip the 2 people with shooting and Chariot Kings.
I will say also, my whole team said no one wants to face Clevenger. And I was like, I'll take Clevenger on.
To be fair, your list would love that fight.
I got matched up against him, so it was a tough battle. I mean, it was a tough
That's because
tough
Clevenger
game.
almost wins constantly.
But
Clevenger's like the bridesmaid. Travis Jim, same way. So close.
And I enjoyed my game against Dustin. I think I'll have to come down to Texas to get a rematch, either against him or you.
For the record,
both.
Rob, Eric is texting me saying go to bed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I'm
probably
letting you know. He's like, have you gone to bed yet? Are you asleep?
Yeah.
Well, he's concerned you're carrying the team.
No, he's concerned I'm going to repeat Game 6 of last year where I'm like struggling to stay awake.
Well, let's call it. Any final thoughts, Ray? Justin?
Masters is awesome.
Come if you can.
Come if you can.
Playing tournaments, it's amazing.
Cool.
Qualify for Masters.
My besties are here. End of story.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Countercharge. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at counterchargepodcast@gmail.com, on Twitter at countercharge15, or by commenting on the Countercharge Kings of War podcast Facebook group. If you enjoy the show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Until next time, keep countercharging. Music is a composition of Kevin McLeod and is licensed under Creative Commons.